It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Welcome into the program. Thank God for another beautiful day. Hopefully it'll be a beautiful show, and Montgomery needs a new mayor. Oh boy, do we need a new mayor more than ever. Now, I won't solve all our problems, and I'm not saying, because I can be fair, the mayor has done some good things. It's not like everything he's done is awful, and it's not like every idea that's been presented is terrible. But I think even the good ideas and even the good that's been done, if we got a new mayor, it'll be even that much better. And a lot of the bad stuff, particularly the problems with the police department, won't be the same. Now, it could be wrong, could be. That's just Montgomery, man. No matter who you put in there, the direction is, well, it's not going well, but we should not despair. Despair is a sin. But the top story there at 1819news.com is the Montgomery City and County funded Community Violence Intervention Program. Community Violence Intervention appears to have taken down its website and cleansed its social media page of photos after a second person, I know about one, but apparently there's two, after a second person connected to the program was arrested and charged with drug-related crime. Well, the whole point, though, of community violence intervention was to stop, in particular, the gunshots, the fatal, lethal gunshots and the non-lethal gunshots. Didn't say anything about drugs. Didn't say a word about slinging dope. So, all you folks say, oh, look at all the criminals you got around your crime violence intervention thing. That's so terrible. It's like, yeah, but that's only about the gunshots. It has nothing to do with crack. It has nothing to do with marijuana. It has nothing to do with any of that. But, of course, yesterday we talked about Patrick O'Neal Perry, who's 32, of Montgomery. He was recently arrested by the Alabama Department of Corrections with 19 pounds of marijuana and $30,000 in cash. 1819 News revealed that Perry had apparent ties to that city-funded community violence intervention program, appearing frequently on the program's social media, wearing shirts associated with the group Save Our Streets MGM. SOS MGM, Save Our Streets Montgomery. But records now indicate a second person, that Daniel Lamar Hatcher, who likewise has an apparent connection to the Community Violence Intervention Program, and also appears frequently in social media posts, was arrested 2 weeks before Perry and charged with distribution of cocaine. His bond was set for $30,000. It must not have been enough cocaine. Because the one guy's getting 100 grams for, well, he did sneak it into a correctional facility. But, which is worse? The weed or the cocaine? I don't know. There are some people that just treat the cocaine as like a little bump. Like you drink a few beers, drink a little whiskey, you're a little sleepy. Maybe you smoked a little too much of the reefer. Just a little bump, and you're back. At least you're energetic. I don't know if you're back. I think you might be that far gone. But after Hatcher's arrest, Save Our Streets MGM apparently deleted dozens of pictures, many of which featured both Perry and Hatcher. The guy slinging marijuana and the guy slinging cocaine. Its website, which was operational and linked to an 1890 News story at the time of the arrest, is now no longer online. You get the 404. The page you're looking for cannot be found. 1819 News' previous story did reveal a now deleted picture of Perry with Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed. The Community Violence Intervention Program has yet to respond to 1819 News regarding the position Perry held, if any. But Hatcher, he's the second guy, who goes by several aliases, but one of them is Doo-Doo. That's right. The fella who was arrested 2 weeks ago involved with these programs he goes by the name Doo-Doo. Well, Doo-Doo claims in a handwritten motion before the court that the evidence used against him in this case has been used to indict him in federal court. He also claims, Doo-Doo also claims, in the letter that a detective was having a sexual relationship, I don't know why I said it that way, just seemed fitting, with the confidential informant he allegedly interacted with in the cocaine deal. So yeah, Doo-Doo was selling cocaine, but the undercover, or the detective, the confidential informant that I was selling it to, or at least working a job with, that person was having sex with a detective. What does that have to do with anything, Doo-Doo? What does that have to do with anything, Doo-Doo? The indictment used to arrest him was issued in 2009. Court records do indicate that Hatcher was convicted in 2010 of conspiracy. Some conspiracies are real. Of conspiracy to distribute crack cocaine in federal court, stemming from a 2009 indictment. The conviction earned him a 300-month sentence. That's a lot of months. It's unclear if the state and federal indictments stem from the same alleged crime. However, contrary to Doo-Doo's claim, his real name's Hatcher. What's that full name again? Daniel Lamar Hatcher. But he has many aliases, but Doo-Doo is the one I think we should go with. Contrary to Doo-Doo's claims in his letter, both the state and federal governments may charge him under the dual sovereignty doctrine. Doo-Doo was on parole when he was arrested. However, the court documents do not specify the previous conviction. Doo-Doo has 1 first-degree robbery charge and 2 second-degree assault convictions. Doo-Doo was also previously charged with carrying a pistol without a license. Damn. So just waited. And receiving stolen property. The other guy, the younger guy, 32-year-old Perry, was arrested at Fairhaven Lane in Montgomery last week after law enforcement carried out a search warrant as part of an ongoing investigation into contraband connected to Fountain Correctional Facility. He is charged with trafficking marijuana and was released on a $100,000 bond. Save Our Streets MGM is the social media page for the CVI program, the Community Violence Intervention Program, which is funded by the city of Montgomery. And also, I think the county's giving them some money, too. The program claims to be an initiative designed to reduce fatal and non-fatal shootings in Montgomery through a series of evidence-based interventions. So, I mean, that's what it was designed for. It doesn't say anything about marijuana. It doesn't say anything about cocaine. What's so wrong with that? Doesn't say anything about dealing marijuana or cocaine. What's so wrong with that? We're focused on in Montgomery is not the drugs. We're focused on the shootings, the lethal and the non-lethal shootings. The program claims to be, quote, an initiative designed to reduce fatal and non-fatal shootings in Montgomery through a series of evidence-based interventions. The program is part of the Together We Rise initiative, heavily pushed by Mayor Reed in 2024. At the inception of this program, the city boasts that the program builds on existing efforts and introduces new strategies to foster a safer and more resilient community. The city of Montgomery launched the Together We Rise initiative in December of 2024 and received $1.7 million. This program did over 30 months from the city. The county commission also contributed $1.7 million, the same amount. Together We Rise is more than a slogan, it's a call to action at the time, Mayor Reed said. Anyway, that's going on in Montgomery. There's all sorts of stuff going on in Montgomery, but that's unfortunate. Eddie Bader joining us here in the studio. How you doing today?
Pretty good, boss. How you doing?
I'm all right. I think I'm all right. Though
Yeah.
Today feels like one of those days where Sky Mosley described it as a shoelace day.
Shoelace.
Like breaking, your shoelace broke. Mm-hmm. And then a next thing happened. It's like all sorts of obstacles have been put in my way at every point of my morning.
Dude.
And anything that I did that made me go, well, I feel a little better now, something brought me back down.
Yeah, it's called Tuesday in my world, Joey.
Well,
Yeah, welcome to a taste of Eddie's world.
yeah. So what do you think of doo-doo?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of ironic.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the name is destiny. Like, if you're going to pick an alias,
Well,
pick a good one.
I
Because
doubt
if you pick the alias doo-doo, you're probably up to no good.
You're probably so white you've never heard of this song, but there is a song called Doo-Doo Brown. It's
About, what's it about?
well, it's by a group called Two Hype Brothers and a Dog, so it's it's more or less about just.
By
being,
the way, we have a dog in the studio.
yeah.
Whose
I got
dog is
mitts.
this?
Well, it's fixed to be my mother's dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just get this dog?
No, a friend of mine's had it for a while, and they're growing with their pet community. And my mom and Jack need a dog, and Mitt's gone over there several times, and Mitt just sits in their lap, puts her head in their lap.
Hey, can you come up here?
Do you have mustard on your chest?
No, that's another thing that went wrong. That flower arrangement that I had to get rid of. Apparently, one of the orchids had staining stuff on it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my! This is Mitt.
Yeah, that's Mitt. Yeah, Mitt's great dog, and that's what he does. That's why he's so great with my mom. He'll just sit in her lap and hug her all day, and
You want to say anything, Mitt? Look like you're about to say something.
he's probably gonna say I gotta pee.
I mean, you're welcome to hop back down on the floor.
Yeah, he's a great little dog. Great little dog.
All right. Well, yeah, Montgomery's doing great, man.
Dude, I don't know. I was okay. I mean, I don't want to rain on the party. If you think they're doing great, then who am I?
I mean, well, we're catching the bad guys. That's
but
one
we
way to
already
look
know
at it. We're
who
catching
they
the bad
are.
guys.
I mean, okay.
And in this crime, this like community violence intervention program, it said nothing about the drugs.
It didn't. But are a lot of people surprised by this?
No.
Okay. Because after I read Craig's article, I posted it too, and most of the responses I got were no surprise.
Yeah. Well, that's what doo-doo does. Mm-hmm. There's some good news, though.
Okay, what you got?
Montgomery's Jackson Hospital plans to exit bankruptcy, signs new contract with Blue Cross.
Okay, I got another question about this. Is the shakedown officially over? Once we cut them off, they finally said, okay, we can do it now without all that money we were begging for.
I'm going to get into this write-up, but first, on your right hand, are you wearing a pimp ring?
Oh, you like that, bro?
What is that?
It's a ring.
What is in the ring?
It's an eyeball, baby.
That's an eyeball
Got
ring?
my eye on you, brother.
Why is it orange?
It's a mood ring right now.
It's a mood ring. What does orange mean?
I don't know, to be quite honest. The other day it was green, so today it's orange.
Mitt, what do you think of all this?
Dude, it's so heavy, too. I feel like a gangster.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I tried to get it to balance out this bracelet thing that weighs nothing, but this is a gangster.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was just very noticeable when he made that hand gesture. I'm like, what is on your hand?
Well, I've
man?
heard I talk with my hands, so I might as well start
Yeah.
putting some stuff on there.
Yeah, that's what we both need. More props, more jewelry, more flowers, more cigars. We need to be able to
Okay.
smoke cigars in here. It'll probably smell better after.
A friend of mine sent flowers to another friend of mine today, and I forget the power of flowers.
The power of flowers.
I forget.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, man or woman. Man or woman. Now, I've always sent mainly flowers to women, I believe, but as a guy, I've gotten flowers before. It's somewhat embarrassing, but it's flattering embarrassing. You know what I mean?
Well, that's sweet.
Yeah.
And there's something about flowers where, what do other than look pretty?
They brighten up the room. It smells better. It puts you in an instantly better mood.
I'm a fan of roses, I must admit.
You got to look into some black-eyed Susans.
Black-eyed Susan.
They're very pretty. They grow wild up in the tide.
That's the alias Doo-Doo should have used. Black-eyed Susan.
That's his girlfriend's name.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, Jackson Hospital is on track to exit bankruptcy after agreeing to a new deal with Blue Cross Blue Shield. So what they should have done from the first place?
Yeah, did they go into details? Did they get what they were looking for, the full amount?
Hey, Matt. John Quinn Livens, Jackson Hospital CEO, said at a news conference on Monday that the hospital's board has formally approved a new 4-year contract with Blue Cross and Blue Shield. The agreement does not give us everything that we thought we needed, but would allow the hospital to continue to exit bankruptcy, he said.
Well, I think that's important.
Of course, the hospital is currently in bankruptcy court. The CEO said the agreement is a good arrangement, and I think for both sides. Blue Cross was happy with that. We're happy with that. Just because it's a 4-year deal doesn't mean that's all it is. We'll renew, I assume. We'll negotiate. That's the way it happens every time you do a new contract. That's the way it happens. We have a base now to build on that that we feel better about, Quinn Livens said. So our bankruptcy situation, our plan of reorganization had a number of conditions that had to be met before we could go active, come out of bankruptcy, and the recognition reorganization plan goes active. The last of those, all of those have been met. The last of those was that we get this agreement with Blue Cross. Reading this, how this guy speaks.
Yeah.
We've gotten that. This is what we'll be filing with the bankruptcy court today. The court will take whatever time they need to review their agreement and make sure that they're comfortable with it. Then they'll green light us to come out of bankruptcy. Clear?
Not at all. But, all I know is they're not begging us for money no more, so, hey, I'm good with that.
Sophie Martin, a Blue Cross spokeswoman,
I thank you.
unless Sophie's a dude. And
These days, Joey.
who knows? But I don't want to check. Do you want to check?
Not really.
Yeah. But Sophie Martin for Blue Cross said in a statement, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama is pleased Jackson Hospital will remain open and continue serving the Montgomery community and River Region for months. Months. Blue Cross has worked with hospital leadership and other stakeholders to keep their doors open and provide patients access to the care they need. Throughout this process, our focus has remained on supporting our members and the community. We appreciate all the efforts of all parties involved in reaching this outcome and look forward to continuing our partnership in support of the health and well-being of our customers, the River Region and Alabamians. So we went from like casual,
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, there's what kind of going on with the hospital, we're going to get out of bankruptcy, and then we went to straight corporate speak.
Well, Joey, that's how it goes in negotiations. And the truth is, neither one of them wanted to say either one of those things. The truth is, they would rather have said, those SOBs put me in a corner. Well, we didn't have no choice. Yeah.
But by the way, obstacles being thrown up?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Mustard. That's the Eddie Bader move, by the way.
I had to get rid of some flowers.
Nice shirt.
And it's like, I don't know which one it was. And it got all my hands. I had to go wash my arms because it was all yellow.
Any smell? Did you get some of the good smell to it?
No, I don't know if there's any smell. But also, I had to get out East Chase quick. I was kind of running behind.
Yeah.
And I go out the back way.
Okay.
And guess what's in the middle of the road?
Roadkill.
Geese.
Did you wait on them or did you just blast them, Joey?
No, I waited on them.
Man.
They're just going single file. I'm like,
They-
of all days today,
They'll do
there are
that.
geese in the road.
They'll do that until you teach them their lesson. Let me tell you.
I'm not going to be the one that runs over geese, Eddie.
Let me tell you. I have geese problem in my yard sometimes. Not much anymore because I taught them a few lessons. And what you have to do is, like the one that Roxy got a hold of, she made sure the other geese watched as they played.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they don't really like to. Now all I do is open my door and they're gone.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. But it's just because they're so messy, though.
Anyway, that happened also today. Like, there's just all these little things.
Okay, it
it's so
sounds
big.
like the devil's been tempting you a few times today, and you didn't take the bait. So proud of you, brother.
And it tipped me over the weekend, too.
Really?
Yeah. I caved in a little bit and got way too much food.
Oh, okay, but that's not the worst sin of all, is it? Or is no one sin worse than the other? But
Well, some are worse than
okay,
others.
good. I'm glad we
Sorry.
can agree on that.
Sorry
Thank
to be
you.
Catholic, but yes.
No, I'm glad we can agree on that. I've always wondered that.
Anyway, back to the Jackson Hospital
Yeah.
thing. Governor Kay Ivey put out a statement. So we
Oh!
we go from Quinn Living giving his kind of down home but professional
Yeah.
spiel on getting out of bankruptcy court. Then we went to corporate speak from the Blue Cross Blue Shield lady, we assume, Sophie Martin. You never know these days.
Right.
And now Governor Kay Ivey. Oh,
What
sugar.
did the governor allow?
Only weeks away from its 80th anniversary, Jackson Hospital is reborn today, stronger than ever, more committed to delivering the most trusted medical care to the capital city and river region.
I don't know about all that. But okay.
Yeah, that's a little over the top, Governor. Are you drunk?
I don't know about all that, but okay.
Oh, she goes on. Jackson Hospital's agreement to emerge from bankruptcy and keep its doors open, sugar, to offer a wide range of care, include emergency services, is the direct result of a resolute partnership between state and local officials and hospital leadership. I want to personally thank Jackson Healthcare CEO Rick Jackson for his commitment to preserving this historic lifeline that so many depend upon every day. This agreement to save Jackson Hospital is monumental good news for Montgomery and all Central Alabama. So Governor Ivey is happy about this. I think everybody's kind of happy about this because they didn't want this sinkhole if this thing really did go under.
I think the worst thing that could have happened, even if it just went down for a day or two, just the stopping and restarting the process would have been awful.
And by the way, Rick Jackson,
Yeah.
he's running for governor in Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, it just adds another weird little angle to this. Like the guy who's the CEO that's trying to bail out this hospital is probably going to be governor in Georgia.
I got something crazy like that, too.
Yeah.
You know, I always mock Alabama and their crazy politicians.
Sure.
Well, I am Alaska's my home away from home. But right now, they're doing some election stuff where both Republican and Democrat candidates are named Dan Sullivan.
Mm-hmm.
So
Both are named.
both are the whole reason the Democrats put the Dan Sullivan in was to try to confuse the voters, and they're very open about that.
Can Mitch just stay here? Does he have to go to your home?
I know Mitt's a great dog, man. He's the
Good
bestest.
little dude right here.
He's the bestest. But yeah, I laugh at Alabama politics, but then I saw that story this morning. I thought, wow, we don't have nothing on them.
Okay, man. I gotta hit a break here, man. Thank you. All right. Anyway, welcome into the program, folks. Montgomery's doing great.
There are some high spots. There really are some high spots.
Yeah.
I can't knock it. I mean, every city's got their issues.
I mean, what do you make of my theory about the mayor? That I can't be, because there's some people like, he's never done a good thing ever. No, that's not true. He's done some good stuff.
Right.
He's got some good ideas, but I have a feeling that if we got a new mayor, that good stuff will still get done,
Yes.
and there'll still be good ideas, and they'll be even more better
I think it'll be more better, especially with the number of police officers. I think most people
in particular.
seem to realize the importance of that, and I'm assuming our mayor does, but it seems to ignore it. To me, you could run on that and win if you just got a pulse.
By the way, do you know Philip Insler's running for lieutenant governor in Alabama? I thought that guy was leaving.
Joey, he wanted to see if there was one last thing he could do for Alabama before he goes.
I mean, hang out with Doug?
Carpetbagger.
I don't know about that, Eddie Bader. That's a strong term.
I learned that in Alabama history. I was taught that in Alabama public schools. So,
By the way, if you look at like comment sections like AL.com and Lagniappe, we're just missing the boat. We should be calling Tuberville Florida man at every chance we get. Florida man. Florida man.
I just call him Coach.
Yeah, I just call him coach too. But a lot of folks are like, well,
He's not a true Florida
like
man.
there was a headline where Coach talks to ChatGPT while he does long drives across the state. And one of the first
That's interesting.
comments, and this was from The Hill, not even a statewide publication or a local publication. And one of the first comments is that what he does when he drives back to his home in Florida? I'm like, whatever makes y'all feel powerful. Like,
That's so stupid,
like
but okay.
you have rights or something
Hey.
like that. I don't know. It's just, I'm noticing, like, as much as Kay Ivey,
Yeah.
I think we've all been asleep with her.
I think
Everybody's been asleep. And maybe
some
that's
of us
what
just
we
got
need.
tired of complaining.
Maybe after Grandpa was caught with his aide getting BJs or whatever was
We
going
put
on there.
Meemaw in there thinking it would be safe.
Yeah, calm it down a little bit.
It's been very safe.
And it's too safe.
Thank you.
The nap has lasted too long. This has gone
Thank
from
you.
a nap to a long sleep to a coma.
Yeah. Rip Van Winkle, man.
And we need to wake up. And I think Coach, for better or for worse,
Yes.
is waking things
I
up.
think he is.
And you better believe, like, there are going to be some Montgomery insiders.
They're going to be upset, Joey?
Oh, yeah.
I hate that fall.
I love that Coach is bringing mostly, I mean, he'll hire some folks here.
Oh,
locally,
yeah.
But,
I think we know a couple of them.
but he's mostly bringing that D.C. team that's gotten to know him. And, of course, again, they'll have to lean on some local folks. But having a team that's not, like, beholden to Montgomery's
Yeah.
insider club
That's going to be the good part.
is fantastic.
To me, that's going to be the good part. Hey, buddy.
But you better believe if you try to shake things up in the state, they're gonna come after you. They're gonna get you.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to get
They're
you.
going to try to
least.
get you.
So we'll see.
Shake your sugar tree, baby.
But anyway, you think Doug and like Phil Insler might be able to upset like Coach and John Wall?
I'm going to go with they will get less than 14% of the vote. Less than. Although, if he...
I think they'll get more than 14.
You think they'll get more than 14 statewide?
Yeah, I think they'll get like 30-some%, maybe 40.
Joey, you got much more faith in them than I do. Are
It's
you
not
been
a
drinking
matter
that
of-
Kenny G Kool-Aid, Joey?
It's not a matter of my faith. It's
Okay.
my matter of, again, the comment section. As much as Alabama is a deep ruby red Trump-loving state, MAGA, baby.
Yeah.
This is MAGA country.
It is, absolutely.
What's that thing we play all the time?
This is a Trump country.
Trump
We
country.
live
Right.
in the southeast.
Yeah.
We drink sweet tea. We don't drink socialist Kool-Aid.
Correct. We don't drink the socialist Kool-Aid.
But I think that are like 40%. Especially though in Montgomery. Look at the comment sections, there is a sizable Hicklib population. And they're lovely people most of the time.
I can't argue with you because from
Like
doing the
when you
Montgomery
don't talk politics
scene here lately, yeah.
Lovely people.
But I've seen more than, yeah.
And there's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another problem Montgomery's got. That's why all the good conservative folks are like getting the hell out of there.
Well, yeah. I know what you mean now because there's,
Old Cougardale with all you.
man, don't be knocking Cougardale now.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, don't be knocking that, brother.
I think it should be knocked. Too many cougars.
Really?
Yeah, y'all need to grow up.
That should teach you a
Y'all need
lot.
to stop trying to be hot and you need to become proper grandmas.
That should
Problem
teach you a
is
lot
you never
right
had
there.
the kids.
Joey, that should teach you a lot. Women outlive men.
Yeah.
They have a better time.
They do. I'm just saying, I'm tired of the cougars tricking people. You're 60? Dadgum. I was tricked. Like, it needs to be more like,
60. Where'd you meet her? The Social Security office?
no, I just made it up. But, you know what I mean? It's like, whatever happened to, like, ladies give it up and just being grandma? Like, cut the hair short and, you know, wear the more, like, modest clothing. Instead, they're out there, like, getting the skin tightening stuff and the melanotin tanners going and they're getting the hair extensions.
Oh,
and- Right. Because we got enough tumbleweaves around here, right?
I've seen a lot of white girl tumbleweeds here lately.
Oh, yeah,
Joey.
man. Oh, yeah. Like everybody's hairs are getting snatched off their head. That's equal opportunity, baby. But it's like, you're 60. You got 3 grandchildren.
So she wants to live it up a little, man.
Calm down.
Joey, she wants to live it up a little.
Is that going to be good for her?
I think it'll be a good little measuring stick in her life of memories, yes.
Right.
She's not going to live her whole life that way.
And I get it. Like, if it was my grandmother, I wouldn't say anything
Yeah.
because she's, you know, she's
Get it,
doing
Grandma?
what she's doing. But I'm doing everybody, especially the grandsons out there and some of you granddaughters, a service. I'm saying it. Grandma, put them things away. Be a little more, be a grandma.
No.
Bake some cookies.
No.
Teach us how to crochet.
No.
What is it, crochet?
Crochet. But no.
Teach us how to crochet a
Joey,
thing.
60 is the new 30. Especially that I'm 56 or 7 now.
Grandma, let's do grandma things like let's get a 3D puzzle of like the Eiffel Tower and we'll make it together.
Okay, part of that I can't really comment on. So, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
But I do love an Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, you do. Anyway, we gotta hit a break.
Please.
Like I said, I've had one of these days where it's obstacle after obstacle in my way, and I'm letting it out today.
Good deal.
Letting it out.
We're going to get you a day full of temptation one day.
I've had a few of those, Eddie Vedder.
We are. We're going down to Key West to just do a day of temptation.
Yeah. So I tell off a few more cougars, put them things away.
That's what I want you, that guy on the beach.
Nobody's impressed with that. My flowers are more beautiful than that. Anyway, we got to hit this break.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
For many homeowners, there's untapped reserves hiding in plain sight. It's not in the savings account. It's not in the stock market. It's right under your roof. Now more than ever, homeowners are sitting on record levels of home equity, and that equity belongs to you. It can be used to consolidate high-interest credit card debt, to pay expensive school tuition, to cover medical expenses, to invest in renovations, you name it, because that money is yours. This isn't about taking on unnecessary debt. It's about using an asset you already own to improve your financial position and your quality of life. The key is understanding your options and choosing the strategy that fits your goals. Let's see what's possible with the equity in your home. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Capital Oyster Bar located over here on that beautiful Alabama River. If you hadn't ever been here, let me tell you, it's easy to get to. Get on I-65, take the North Boulevard exit, take the first exit you come to, that's Louisville Street. Hit the bottom of the ramp, turn right, and turn right. That's 3 times. Follow it to the end of the road. We're down here sitting on a bluff looking over the river and cooking up fresh seafood. We got a fryer, a steamer, and a grill. We can cook it any way you like it. We also have a marina down here. That's right. You can come down here and rent you a pontoon boat. All you need is a driver's license, a credit card. We can get you a good time on the river down here. We also have a RV park. You can come down here and stay for a little while, and then all you got to do is walk over and get you some good food and live entertainment. No show this Sunday, but we got a great lineup coming up with Roger Hurricane Wilson, followed by the Gate Band. That's right. Labor Day weekend, the Gate Band will be down here. And then on the 13th of September, Shaylin. What a great show that's going to be. Check it all out, CapitalOysterBar.com. Go to our Facebook page. Get out here soon. Come hungry, y'all.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. Barring a last-minute deal, higher U.S. tariffs on a host of Canadian products are due to kick in at 12:01 a.m. tomorrow. 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian goods, ranging from hockey sticks to tongue depressors. Child safety and privacy are at the heart of a lawsuit filed against Facebook and Instagram parent Meta. 4 states are seeking extensive damages in the trial. It gets underway today with opening arguments. California, Colorado, Kentucky, and New Jersey are also demanding changes in how the company operates its popular online platforms. OpenAI is launching a version of ChatGPT designed for teens. ChatGPT for teens, tailored for kids 13 to 17, with stronger protections, including content restrictions around things like suicide, self-harm, and romantic or sexual chats. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. 855-777-9785. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Our dangerous August heat wave continues. And today, with abundant sunshine, I've got the high temperature near 100 on the thermometer, and about the same thing again tomorrow, Wednesday. But the actual heat indices 105 to 110, and that's pretty tough territory. Lows at night in the upper 70s, and the rain chances continue to be very small, but not zero. A few spotty storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours, fading out at night. Not much change through Thursday, but the numbers get a little bit better by Friday and Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Middays, short drive, north side, west side, south side in Montgomery. It's
East side too.
Joey, Joey Clark,
and Eddie Bader.
Welcome back. Mitt, you can hang out anytime you want.
He's
That's
a
a
dog.
great little
He travels
dog right
good. Yeah, he's a good dog.
Sitting in your lap.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a
He's just
gentleman.
chilling.
Just like a gentleman. Okay, now he wants to go. Anyway, let's go to TS. Hey, TS, how you doing?
Hola.
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 ¿Qué pasa?
That's all I got.
Bueno.
Bueno. Eddie, you just say bien, bien. That means I'm okay.
Uno.
Bien, bien.
Uno.
Uno. Dos.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay. You guys crack me up. You have a good show today because it's just kind of fun, and we need fun on
Yeah, we do.
Tuesday.
I mean, we got a story about doo-doo slinging cocaine around the community violence intervention.
I know.
Like, yeah.
I know. And we need a new mayor.
Yes, we
Y'all
do.
need a new mayor. I'm not going to get into my Prattville mayor.
I think one of the best
He'll come
mayors.
find me.
And the best
Well,
bears
he'll
they
come
have in
find
the
me.
U.S. is there's one in Alaska in Talkeetna. It's a cat.
A cat?
It's a cat, and
Well,
it's
let's
the
go
best
get
mare.
it.
Yeah.
We should consider that.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go get it. Okay, why did I call? All right. I talked to Jay the other day on the air about new tones or new vision or whatever is on Alexa that carries you guys.
Yeah.
It's cutting in and out like every 3 minutes. I have to keep telling it, Alexa, 93.1, News Talk. And then I can't even get you guys on my iPhone. And it's a 16. It's not like it's an ancient iPhone. It won't even pull y'all up because
You have YouTube?
that's what I do have YouTube, but I couldn't remember what you're doing on YouTube.
You could go to either Joey Clark Live or Happy Hour with Greg Bell, but if you want all the shows, there is now a News Talk 93.1 FM YouTube
right.
channel.
Oh, I didn't know.
That
They
we
have a-
all stream on.
We have a YouTube
The
channel?
morning show streams
cool.
on. This show streams on. Yes.
How
it's
about
a
letting
News
somebody know? How about letting somebody know?
How about asking?
Okay, well,
Well,
that's probably good
then
too. Okay, I'll go with that.
Okay, News Talk YouTube. Dang, cool.
Do we have any after-hour stuff, like behind the scenes
No,
stuff yet?
we don't have any after hours stuff.
Let's
So
not
there's
start all
space
that.
available.
You guys need a lie. Okay, I appreciate your time. Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
TS.
Thanks, TS.
I was just thinking, like, we go to dinner or something, just some after-hour stuff.
And film it?
There's some clips. The dinner the other night, there's some good clips would have been in
No,
there.
that's the thing. Everything's gone to clips now. Everything's gone to 30 to 60 to 90 seconds.
Yeah, 90
that's
seconds
the
is about all
American
I got.
attention
Yeah,
span
that's
now.
about all I got.
And it's like you're really learning a thing.
90 seconds worth?
Yeah. This is how you get Candace Owen.
No, this is how you've reminded me, TikTok brain, and I think I've got it. I hate it, but I think I got it.
Let's go to Duke. Hey, Duke. how you
What's
doing?
up, Duke?
Now, what's going on, Eddie?
Man, I'm hanging in here like a hair in a biscuit.
Oh, boy. Mrs. Joey?
Yeah.
Mrs. Joey.
Yeah.
Now, you running your mouth a while ago about the women in the 60s and stuff like that and all that. So talk to me about that right here. What's up?
Women in their 40s, women in their 50s.
No, you said 60s. You said something about 60s now.
I said there are some out there that are 60 that could trick both of us.
I agree with that.
But you follow that up with they need to be teaching the young women how to clean and mop and
No,
iron
I
and all
said
that.
build 3D puzzles with your grandkids. That's what I said.
But I just want to get you all, make sure you want to sit in there talking about the
He let that 60 slip.
No,
I'm
instead
gonna throw 50s in there. 50, if you'd have made it to 50. To 100.
Yeah, but instead of grandma like baking sugar cookies with the grandkid these
what you
days,
who-
grandma's
who's
going
grandma?
over to the Pilates sauna and
Yeah.
she's like, I'm going to get a perfect butt
Yeah.
by doing all these leg lifts.
Maybe Grandpa's saying, hey, baby,
Hold a
how
minute, hold
about
a
fixing
minute,
that frog
hold
butt?
a minute now.
I don't want to know about it. Just cook the cookies.
How old is this grandmama you talking about?
It could be whatever age you want.
What's wrong
dude.
with the sexy grandma anyway? I mean,
There's
come
something
on.
a little wrong.
Let's stay with 60. You picked them at 60,
Yeah.
Mr. Joe. You picked
Right.
60. Let's go with 60.
Yeah.
What's wrong with 60 grandmama?
Thank you, Duke. What is wrong with it?
What wrong with 60 grandmama throwing a wig on every once in a while when you got the damn
she got to
teenager
put the wig
walking
on
around
now.
here? 12 years old with damn wig on. What
Wait,
you
is this
talking
a race thing?
No, man.
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about
When they put the wig on, because you going to see him without the wig, and no, man, I'm not down with that.
See, now Eddie's got
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah, on that I do, yeah.
Here's the advantage of most women I know, and you know, Eddie, at 50 on up, they can cook. They know how to make up a damn bed, can't they?
Yeah, sure.
Huh?
Not all of them.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that, Joey. Not all of them.
Not all of them now, but most of them.
No, but this is what I'm getting at, Duke. Like, there's some people that want to be young forever, and it's like, just lean into the beauty that you are at your age.
Wait a minute.
Thank you, Duke.
Wait a minute. See, if you feel old and treat yourself old, you're
gonna be old. Yeah.
What's wrong with being old?
I'm feeling young every day because God woke me up this morning, gave me.
Wait, you pooped your pants this morning? Like
he gave me.
you pooped your pants just this morning, dude?
No, but you got. Duke is right. Just the guys I used to work with, them old guys at Appleton Wire, they said, and they'd be in their 70s and 80s working. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing out here? I said, Eddie, the minute you quit, you die.
Yeah, but there's
I
also
gotta
like
keep
things you
moving.
did in your 20s you shouldn't be doing when you're 55.
Give me one example.
What
You know the
what
stuff
you
you
talking
did,
about?
Eddie,
What are you talking about, Joey? What kind of stuff you talking about?
Yeah, Joey.
Like going in and saying, like, trying to hit on the ladies when you're drunk on the town? You're a 55-year-old grown man. What are you doing?
I'm hooking up my buddy Mitch.
Hey, hold a minute, Joey. They made Viagra. They made that commercial.
Right. What is probably the number one selling drug right now?
And you're saying that's good?
Hold a minute.
I'm not sure that's good. I think
Why
we're
is
going
it not good?
I think the demons are laughing in hell at us.
Wait a
right
minute.
now.
Wait a minute now. Okay, this men help store.
Yeah.
Y'all do the commercial for them, right?
Yeah.
So men got help nowadays.
That's
okay?
cool.
Exactly, and I'm glad.
Okay, so
Right.
we can
And it
keep up
should
with
be
the
between
women.
you and your lovely wife.
So, but what I'm saying now,
Not everybody's married, Joe.
I know. Or they're between marriages.
Right.
They say a woman good till she's damn near 100 years old. Why a man can't be good till he's 90 years old with men help, you know? Why he can't be good, exercise, and keep himself up?
Right.
I'm just saying, whatever happened to Aunt B? Whatever happened to
You don't
Aunt
think
B?
Aunt B used to get her freak on?
No.
Come on, you don't think she hung out with Floyd every once in a while?
This is what you two Gen Xers have done to our culture, along with my generation and others. Aunt B just can't be Aunt B. Aunt B's got to be getting stoned. Aunt B's got to be getting her freak on, whatever the hell that means.
Well, let's do it another way. You remember how your aunties and grandmothers and mine too, they all had a lot of kids.
Sure.
But do you remember what they used to wear to bed?
The
Nothing
moo-moo?
but a moo-moo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Moo-moo's
about.
coming back, baby.
I'm down. This is what I mean. More moo-moos.
Okay, but I think more babies were made by women that had moo-moos on.
I don't have a problem with people making babies, Eddie
Okay,
Vader.
okay.
You know, hey, Joey, you know what I enjoy seeing, though?
Yeah.
The old generals and military guys up in a club, 60, 70, 80 years old, and they're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? These guys are very active, so it's about taking care of yourself, Joey.
Yes.
And enjoying life. And like I said, most of these military guys, I used to like to watch these guys out there dancing. Here, they dance better than the young cat.
I agree with you.
Oh, that is true, because young cats don't dance.
Mm-mm. They
Sitting around.
They hug the wall.
Telling lies and all that.
Yep.
Girl.
Getting their
I'm
guns.
tell them what I'm about you this and that. You ain't got to spend no money.
But you just see what you know what I'm talking where people go too far. It's not just a behavior thing. Like, especially like these women where they're in the industry where I have to look good, like the actress industry and
okay,
other
I feel
things.
bad for them because
and the stuff they
that's
do
pressure there.
doesn't make them look better. I'm
No.
sorry.
No.
And men are doing it too.
But Joey, no.
Men are
but
doing it for
Joey,
younger women, though.
But you talking about the 60 women, but you got these young women putting all this crap on, fake booty back there and everything, fake eyelashes. You know, I may be talking about the sisters right now, but hell.
No, there's a lot of white women the same way, man.
Yeah.
White women got them fake eyelashes.
Say, yes, sir.
Yeah. No, that's equal opportunity thing.
Yep.
That tattoo going all down the side of one leg. You know, forgot all about the other leg, you know.
Oh, no, that's white women, black
White women all day long, man.
Latino women. Right.
They ain't got the hog down ring all up in the nose. You ain't
I
finna
can't
see
do the ring in
men
the
and
nose.
Women, you're not gonna see men and women in the 60s with all that crap on.
Well, no, and like, for instance, somebody put up a meme saying, which way, Western man? And it was a photo of AOC and a photo of Nancy Mace with her tattoos out. And then somebody superimposed on top of that a Google search. I shared this.
Mm-hmm.
How to join a monastery.
Those are your two options. Yeah.
Let's go.
I get it. I get it.
Religious life. Here we come.
Now, Joe, one more thing I'm gonna leave you with, sir.
All right.
The women in the 60s, they're gonna teach a young guy how to change a damn tire on a car.
This is very true.
Huh?
This is very true, dude.
They're gonna teach you how to make that damn bed up.
Joey, that might be why you want an older
And then
woman.
after they fail to teach them, they go, the way you fix that tire is you call my pool boy, all right? He'll take care of it.
If you can't catch on quick, here she just show his ass the door. Then, you know,
Yeah.
go on to the next one.
There's the next one.
But
What do you think about all this, Mitt?
Joe, you think you could be somebody's kept pool boy?
No, man.
Really?
Maybe once, but not now.
Really?
Yeah.
What if you were just supposedly caretaker?
Right.
But, you just took care of an older person.
I would feel like if I was in that situation, the dog would have a better life than me.
Oh, Joey.
Hey, Eddie, wouldn't you like to have Joey hand? Oh, single guy, got that long hair, you know. And,
Man, don't even get me going.
Oh, got that old dirty look going. And
If I was looking good as Joey, I'd be at the free clinic every Thursday. I'd need
man,
shot.
yeah, I had me 4 or 5 girls out there at Pike Road out there in them big old house. Boy, I had a key to each one of the houses. You know,
Shoot, he don't need a key. They leave the back door unlocked for him.
I'd be like Neo. You don't know about New York.
Oh, shit.
But Joey, what do you know, Joey?
I'm just saying everybody needs to calm down a little bit. Like, we need to pack it in a little
God
bit.
God bless me, Eddie, with a good wife. But if I was a single man, boy, and know like I know now, Joey. I show you some things, son.
I'm good, man. Like, I'm good.
Me and Eddie take you out on the town, boy.
No, I'm too old for that, Duke. I'm a
I'm
grandfather now. I'm taking Joey's advice. I'm a grandfather now.
I'm talking back in the day. I'm talking about we were single and.
Sure, I'd do it now. Let's go. What are we talking about? Let's go.
And by the way, I'm recording this. I'll send your wife this call.
Hey, it's okay. My attorney is listening as well.
Oh, yeah. She knows.
She knows what I do on the radio.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Believe you me, I hear about it every day.
Well, I got to run, Duke. I appreciate it.
All right.
See you, Duke. Take care, brother.
272-9228. I don't know. I just think there's something like off generally about the way things are going.
We are going down to me, a more crazier path. In a sense of, it seems more youth are coming to God, which is great. But like you've said, us older folks, I'm not saying we're going away from God, but we are doing some stepping out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. The way I would put it is stuff that just don't matter. And, I get that, like, you hit a certain point in life where you're like, I want to do the thing that just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, fair enough. I want to play some. Cool. Actually, part of life should be playing some.
Right.
But playing some.
That's
when the play then becomes the thing you sacrifice, like, family time for. I don't know.
No, I get you.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
Anyway. And there are a lot of people doing the right thing. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people doing the right things. It's just there's something seems off these days, Eddie Bader.
I agree.
272-9228, 334-272-9228. This part of the program brought to you by Dylan Rings. And there at Dylan Rings, Josh and Leslie Ryder are ready to help you out with any and all of your jewelry needs.
Yes.
I love the custom design work they can do. He helped me out.
Oh, you did beautiful work over there.
Now it's underneath kind of my shirt.
Yeah.
But he did really a great job with that. It's such an easy process, folks, working with Josh Ryder. Something you just completely come up with, or maybe you've got some old jewelry you inherited, want to repurpose.
Yep.
Combine two pieces of jewelry. But today they're celebrating on Facebook that it's National Couples Day. Happy National Couples Day, everybody.
Interesting.
So the best love stories aren't just lived, they're worn.
Ooh.
So whether it's a custom engagement ring that you design together, a stack that marks your milestones, or a piece that holds a special memory, at Dylan Rings, they're honored to help tell your story in gold and diamonds or gemstones. So I'm looking at some of this.
Beautiful, aren't they?
This work. I'm telling you, folks, especially if you want to commemorate true love, get by Dylan Rings. And, of course, they can help you with cleaning stuff up and repairing jewelry and appraising jewelry. They'll even buy old jewelry off you, all this stuff.
You think Josh would make me a diamond-studded necklace for my puppy here?
Yeah, probably. What do you think of that, Mitt? You want some bling?
Oh, yes, he does.
So y'all get by Dylan Rings, whether it's bling for you or bling for the puppy, or, you just want to get some work done.
Yeah.
Check them out today. That's 119 Brown Springs Road right here in Montgomery, just off of Atlanta Highway. And be sure to tell them that Joey, that fella on the radio, sent you. I think we could sneak in another call here.
Think so? All right.
Yeah, I think we can.
Come on, we got to load it up.
Line one, who's this?
It's Simple Days.
Hey, Simple Days.
Have you ever heard, and Eddie, you have, Joey, you're a free man, but have you ever heard the term wifey pajamas?
Wifey pajamas?
Yeah.
Eddie, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
They're the flannel, thick flannel. They cover everything, and there's no skin exposed.
That's what I'm looking for, baby.
Not all the time you are, Joey. Not all the time.
Joey, you're an old spirit, my friend.
Woman tempting me. We're getting separate beds. You keep wearing stuff like that.
Hey, that's what I was talking about yesterday, about the social norms have changed. I remember going back in the houses and going on calls and writing reports, and you go in the bedroom to look at the jewelry box or whatever, and there'd be two beds. And, 40s, 50s, I Love Lucy, that there were two beds.
Yeah.
And the reason that was once after they got through the child developing years, then societal norm said, no, you're not supposed to have fun anymore. You're supposed to get into a different frame of mind, and that was taught. It was accepted. But as we know about tattoos now, Joey, the norms have changed.
Big time.
Big time.
And that's not the case anymore. And we if you got up this morning, Joey, or Eddie, and you didn't know how old you were, and you put your feet on the floor, how old would you think you were?
This morning, I think I would have been about 70.
About 30.
Age is a number. It's a number. And once you get caught up in the world of numbers, then it'll pull you down. It will restrict your movement. And in closing, gentlemen, as we know, a body in motion
stays in motion.
Y'all have a good day.
You too, Zipper Days. That's one of the things, though, I think I would miss the most about being single. And I keep saying the separate beds. Just sleeping with a partner at night for as long as I have.
Yeah, you'd be lonely, man.
Huge thing. It's a huge thing. I didn't consider that till he mentioned the whole separate bed thing, but that's a huge, intimate moment kind of thing.
How about being single and you have a very vivid, realistic dream where that's happening, and then you wake up and you're by yourself? I think it's just a test.
It is, but also a reminder.
On that poignant note, can we hit a break, Mitt? Mitt the dog here in studio with us, and I'm liking it, folks. Like, more, Eddie, you glow holding a dog like that.
I know.
Yeah.
It really does good.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump says that it's fake news that there are problems on board the USS Abraham Lincoln. The president told reporters at the White House yesterday he's personally spoken to a Navy admiral who reassured him that the aircraft carrier is doing quite well and is properly maintained in spite of its rather lengthy 240-plus day deployment to help with the war in Iran. He says that the critics of the administration are stoking up rumors that there are problems on board the ship. Thousands were without power on Monday as Tropical Storm Lala uprooted trees in downtown Honolulu all the way to the Big Island, impacted by high winds and flooding, intense flash flooding and strong winds causing the most damage. Also at SRNnews.com, Florida is just one of the key states where voters are headed to the polls today for a key primary election. On Wall Street, it's slow going. The Dow is down about 130 points. This is SRN News.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of year-long contracts and pointless restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule and at your convenience. With CHM, you're paying half the cost of a traditional health insurance plan. So that puts more money back into your budget for everyday needs. Plus, you'll have access to CHM's care solutions for virtual appointments, prescription savings, surgery support, and more. My family and I joined in 2018, and it's changed our lives for the better. We love paying way less while helping other believers afford their medical bills. Take the leap of faith and see why Christians across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Victoryland.
Giveaways galore all summer long. Diamond Days Diamond Jewelry Giveaway and TV Tuesdays TV Giveaway with $185,000 in free play at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino off I-85 exit 22 Shorter, Alabama.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi everybody. Our dangerous August heat wave continues. And today with abundant sunshine, I've got the high temperature near 100 on the thermometer and about the same thing again tomorrow, Wednesday. But the actual heat indices 105 to 110, and that's pretty tough territory. Lows at night in the upper 70s, and the rain chances continue to be very small, but not zero. A few spotty storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours, fading out at night. Not much change through Thursday, but the numbers get a little bit better by Friday and Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Jackson Hospital officials confirmed a new agreement has been reached with Blue Cross Blue Shield on Monday. Negotiations officially concluded with Jackson Hospital to receive higher reimbursement rates from the insurer. Exact numbers were not released. The agreement marks an important step in the hospital's attempt to emerge from Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The Pike Road school system has announced another expansion. A new addition is planned for the intermediate school campus to add another 35 classrooms. The expansion will allow Pike Road Intermediate to accommodate 1,100 students, up from the current 700. Construction is expected to begin after Christmas break. Due to extreme heat conditions, there will be a cooling station open today in Montgomery. The Salvation Army facility on Carter Hill Road will be open until 5 p.m. for those in need of shelter from the heat. Residents can bring items needed to sustain themselves, such as food and water. Animals are welcome but must remain in crates. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
We get a lot of questions about what all we handle at Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. I'm Hannah Grantham.
And I'm Eddie Bader, and we will handle all of your real estate needs.
We handle all your buying and selling needs, from your first home, next home, land, investment property, and even commercial properties.
We do it all and have the experience that shows you what makes us different.
So when you think real estate, think Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Look us up on Facebook or give us a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
WAKA Blue Water Broadcasting, Ty & Dal Incorporated, and Piggly Wiggly Food for Less invite you to help us stuff the truck on Saturday, August 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Sturbridge Piggly Wiggly Food for Less. Donate non-perishable food, classroom supplies, or cash to help local students facing food insecurity and support our teachers. Visit WAKA.com for a shopping list and stop by our community resource fair for valuable services and information for River Region families. Together, we can stuff the truck and strengthen our community.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Still a beautiful day. Thank God for that. Hopefully the show will continue to be beautiful, is I guess one word to describe it. And Montgomery still needs a new mayor. Before I forgot to tell you all about a brand new sponsor last hour, Eclectic Coins. Now, have you heard about these folks, Eddie Bates?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, really great, folks. Doug over there at Eclectic Coins, they're ready to help you. They offer free appraisals, estate liquidations, coin grading services, and have a very large inventory with the best prices paid on gold and silver. This could be like historic coins or historic bills. Like he brought in a $2 bill the other day to the studio. It was from like the 1870s. Really cool stuff. At the shop, I saw a coin like goes back to the days of the Vatican, an Italian coin.
You think I found
Beautiful.
this coin when we were in Ephesus? You think I could bring it to him?
Yes.
I'm kidding. I'd be in jail if that was true.
Yeah, no, he could probably. He's not going to fence things for you, but if you actually come across something. In fact, there are a lot of folks that inherit coins.
Yeah, and they have no idea what they are.
Pop-Up used to collect, and they don't know what they're doing. And again, he'll do that for free.
Cool.
Now, if it's a big estate, he wants you to make an appointment with him. But then, of course, if you stop by, they also sell these things called gold backs. So they look like dollar bills, but they're gold, literally woven into the bill. And they're produced by different states. They're private issue.
Cool.
To where they have, say, 1,000th of a troy ounce or 100th of a troy ounce in the bill itself. So different denominations. So you have actual valuable precious metal specie actually in your hand there. Really cool. And
That's
so you
cool.
can get gold backs there. And then, of course, stackable gold and silver, as well as commemorative stuff. So if you're a big Marvel fan or like Fender guitars or a Batman person, whatever. They've got really cool collectible stuff that is gold and silver at the end of the day, but it has Spider-Man on it. And there are a lot of folks that love that stuff.
Yeah.
So y'all check out Eclectic Coins today. Just get by 543 Northeastern Boulevard here in Montgomery. And you can also check them out on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Remember, Eclectic Coins were collectors who know. Go. So joining us now from Alabama Home Mortgage, we have Madeline Cannon. Hey, Madeline.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to see our friend is back.
I'm happy he's back, too.
Yeah.
Got rehired.
Yeah, I needed a little of a hiatus from everybody.
Sure,
but, I mean,
I get
I'm
it.
glad you showed up that one week.
I really feel like you coming back that day and us talking kind of helped me get back in the door. Thank you, Madeline.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think it was.
I'm happy to be your wing woman.
Thank you, woman. I really appreciate it. I needed it then. You saw. Yeah.
So how's it going at the business?
Well, good. I actually spoke to a longtime listener this morning who isn't quite sure what he wants to do, but wanted to run some numbers by me and tell me about where he's at in life. So has a home that's currently financed with the VA. He refinanced back when everybody did in 2020 and 2021, has an interest rate in the 2s, and of course doesn't really want to touch it if he doesn't have to.
Right.
But like a lot of people, he's sitting on a ton of equity, over $200,000 worth of equity.
Wow.
Yeah. And he doesn't have any consumer debt. I mean, he's in a great position, meaning he doesn't have credit cards or anything like that. But we've got 2 kids in college. We've got an elderly parent that's having some health issues that's moved in. I mean, we've got a lot of cash flow need right now. So he said, look, I'm not ready to do anything just yet. I'm really on a fact-finding mission. Can we just talk through some numbers so my wife and I have something to talk about this evening? I said, absolutely. So we ran through a few scenarios so that they can make a decision for themselves in the coming days. But that's what we do at Alabama Home Mortgage. When you call us, we work on your time. So if you're not ready to do something just yet, but want a professional opinion and someone to sit down and look at the numbers with you, we're happy to do that.
That's awesome.
It is.
Yeah, and it can be the best way to get started, because I know a lot of folks get stuck in that waiting and procrastinating period because they won't just get a simple conversation going. Like, here are the actual numbers in front of me. And then that makes the second, third, fourth step all the much easier, especially if you're, say, trying to convince a wife. Yeah, that makes any sense.
Yeah, and one of the first things he said is, I don't want to waste your time. I'm like, you're not wasting my time. I just appreciate the opportunity to look at it with you. So if there is something that you're like mulling over, not quite sure what your next steps are, whether that looks like we've been renting for a long time, we think we want to buy a house, or maybe we've been in our home a long time and we've accrued a lot of equity and we may want to tap into that. Whatever scenario you're in, we're happy to take a look at it with you.
Now, earlier in the show, we got talking about how the libs just can't help themselves with Tuberville, like Florida man. But what if somebody, has a residence here in Alabama, but they also want to be a Florida man? Can y'all do work in Florida?
That was a heck of a segue. I love it.
I thought so, too. That's good, Joey.
Yes, we are licensed to serve anybody in Alabama, Georgia, Florida, or Tennessee.
Oh, so you can go the John Wall route, too.
Tennessee.
Wherever you want to be here in the deep South in those 4 states.
It's good. It's good business, and I'd imagine like there are a few folks that have the beach house.
That's what I'm thinking. Beach houses in condos.
Especially in the Redneck Riviera right there.
Yeah.
Panhandle.
I mean, I'd have somebody local I could talk with. The project might be down at the beach, but I don't want to really talk to someone down at the beach I don't know. I'd rather talk to you.
That's right. We can do that. Or if you're looking for like a cabin getaway in Tennessee or Georgia. We actually had a long-term listener that did a couple of transactions with us a few years back that lives locally, but is looking to purchase a home in North Carolina. He said, when are y'all going to get licensed in North Carolina? We're not yet, but anyhow, if you're looking to purchase or refinance a property in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, or Tennessee, we can help you.
So I'm trying to think, do I leave anything out? The phone number is still 567-4223.
That's right, 567-4223, or you can get started on our website at myalabamahomemortgage.com.
Folks, when you apply there, they get in touch with you pretty quick.
We do.
Y'all check them out today because, well, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender. But how's life?
Life's
Beyond
good.
work?
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about the women of today.
Well, it's not just women. I would
love
say
to hear
that
some of your opinions.
there's a lot of men who ain't growing up either.
Yeah.
But
Peter Pan.
yeah, there's definitely the Peter Pan thing, but also the like.
You haven't heard that, Eddie?
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar.
Peter Pan syndrome. That's when they say that boys don't want to grow up to be men. They
I
want to
heard
stay
this
boys.
guy the other day. He said, "I don't know Peter Pan." He was literally the other day chanting "Rufio, Rufio, Rufio."
Oh, there is something that I hate it. I've become the old man now, so yeah, I wish I could recapture my youth. And
No, in particular, it's the cosmetic thing. It's like men and women do this these
thought you'd
days,
give me a hard time
where
about
it's
myself.
like I want to be young forever.
No, I don't want to be young forever.
And it's like you're not
But
young.
I don't want to be old either. I don't. There are times when and God bless them, there are times when I go into stores and things and I see older people and just their struggle to get around.
Sure.
I don't want to be that man.
Well, it's coming for all of us, Eddie Baker.
It's come for me a little sooner. I'd appreciate it. I don't want to be that
My
man.
goodness, I don't even know how to deal with it. Thank God you're here. I don't know how to deal with that sort of.
Well, I often think that I'm the only one in my generation that's not full of filler and Botox.
Right, this is what I mean.
But your face is so nice. You don't have no Botox.
Well, thank you. I mean, you'd be surprised at how early people start doing this stuff.
I know.
I don't get it.
No.
I don't either, but I've seen the before and after, and it's not enough to make me go, wow, I do it. But the feeling some of these women get afterwards, it's amazing. They see things that I don't see, you don't see, and obviously you don't see either. But they love that feeling. But then they seem to go back. It's like a rush. I got my forehead fixed. Now I need to get my chin fixed.
Yeah. And sometimes I think it actually has the opposite effect. It ages women.
I noticed that in the tanning.
Yeah.
No, this is the thing.
Like the Real Housewives, they might
got
be
the leather skin.
Yeah, they might be 40 years old, but they look
Right.
like they're 10, 15 years older because they've got the face that doesn't move and the blowed up lips.
I was about
and
to say there are 20-year-olds, there are 30-year-olds, there are 40-something-year-olds, there are 50-year-olds that all look the same age. And maybe you can't say, because they all look the same, you can't really say they look 50, but they all have the same exact look.
Yeah.
And this is part of my point, but I was also getting at the more like I have this memory of grandma cuts her hair short, and grandma helps you teaches you things like in the kitchen, and grandma's like, you want to do a 3D puzzle together, Sonny.
Yeah.
Like not grandma's
What's
got
wrong with a
some
sexy grandma?
low cut thing going out on the town to get a little, I don't know, maybe I'm just a prude. I admit
No,
it.
you're just young. That's all. You're young. That's it. Once you get older, you'll be like, hey, what's wrong with grandma dressing like that? It'll be all right. It'll pass, Joey.
Anyway, I'll get off that. I just noticed it.
I think it's just a lot of attention seeking, and I think social media has made that 100 times
A
worse.
lot worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot worse.
By the way, did you get that text I sent?
272-9228. That's 334-272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. So, I'm trying to think, where do I want to go next? Because there's political stuff. There is political stuff with Iran, and also OpenAI introduces ChatGPT for teens. What could possibly go wrong? It's like Teen Nickelodeon. That didn't work out.
Right.
Well, for some of those teenagers.
It didn't work out well for
a lot of them.
Yeah.
No, like seriously, folks were putting up videos saying, "Can you believe these two beautiful women are gone?" And I think it was Amanda Bynes and who's the woman who just passed?
Has Amanda Bynes passed away?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I know she's not been on a good track for a
No,
while.
maybe I fall for a trick. I don't know.
But you're talking about Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah, she just
passed away,
yesterday.
Suicide, which surprised me. But then, and I hate this, but when you go back and look, you can kind of see the road she was on.
Yeah.
And if I'm a million miles away from her and I saw that, somebody else closer had to realize.
And it's also something, and I'm not saying I want to talk about it right now. Like, I got to figure it all out. But you look at, like, I see a clip of Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, Or I see a clip of Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Like these larger than life characters. And like, you think, what a gig. You get to travel around the world and try food and write about it and stuff. What a gig. You get to make people laugh all the time and all this stuff. And then,
It's lonely, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like those comedians.
I think she had been struggling for the last few years because her brother had passed away, and I don't think she processed and grieved that very well. And then I think she had some addiction problems. And
She's very young, with 30,
36.
36.
Mm-hmm. Had lost custody of her daughter. It'd been a mess.
And see, again, when I'm looking from the outside, I'm like, hello, is anybody else, how did no one else see this path that she was on?
So with the epidemic of loneliness, it's not just the famous.
Yeah.
OpenAI is rolling out a new ChatGPT for Teens experience that it says will provide additional safety protections for teen users. Mm-hmm. The move comes as OpenAI faces a string of lawsuits alleging that inappropriate conversations with ChatGPT contributed to the harm or deaths of young people. The experience will bring together new tools and a number of youth safety protections that OpenAI has rolled out over the past year. Those will include nudges for teens users to take a break if they've been active for 90 minutes within a 3-hour window. OpenAI is also adding options for teens or parents to set quiet hours when ChatGPT is unavailable, or quote-unquote study hours, where ChatGPT's study mode for learning will be on by default. What? So nudges is like, I've been on it for 90 minutes, and the thing goes, you've been on for 90 minutes, and you go, yeah. And
that's all I can think about.
Kind of like on Netflix when you've been watching for a while, and it's like, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here, sadly, yes.
The company also said it has improved protections to prevent ChatGPT from expressing personal feelings towards a user. Well, that's a good step forward.
Yeah.
And it's adding reminders that caution teens to think twice if they try to upload a private or sensitive image to the chatbot.
That's something else I really don't get. And again, I'm the old man, but the fact that people just take photos, nude photos of themselves, and they just don't mind putting it on their phone and putting it out in public. I don't know how they do it. And it's as common as anything else. I hate saying it, but it is your generation, Joey, that started this.
Yeah, probably. We're definitely the MySpace folks, and then the Facebook folks.
Yeah. I don't understand.
I think that a lot of these kids don't think about the permanence factor.
Of course not. Yeah, yeah.
I think there's definitely some of that.
Yeah, but I've never. Maybe it's just a me thing.
It just
I've never
becomes
looked
your
at
way
myself
of
in the mirror and
interacting.
went, I'm fixing to show somebody this.
Well,
just saying.
Yeah.
Nearly a third of American teens use AI chatbots daily. I bet it's higher than that. That's according to Pew Research Center, published a study they did in December. ChatGPT was by far the most popular chatbot in the survey, with more than half of those teens reporting having used it. OpenAI has faced scrutiny over concerns that ChatGPT risks exposing young people to inappropriate content, exacerbating loneliness, or inhibiting learning. The company has faced multiple lawsuits from families who allege that ChatGPT contributed to or even encouraged their child's suicide. The company has pushed back on these allegations.
I don't remember the name of the one that was most recently in the news, but allegedly Chat provided them step-by-step instructions.
I've heard that story too before, and that's just
which is wild.
Well, I don't understand how that becomes a default. How's that even in the program? It's just programming. So how's that even in the program?
Right.
Yeah, but it's not like you put in discrete stuff. Like, it's generally learning everything.
Well,
so if somebody asks for a certain thing, and like,
well, I noticed you had said the other day about it leading. So
it can definitely lead you.
So I put in some stuff the other night, just wanting some feedback, and there was some definite leading.
Yeah.
By the third, I guess, sentence back and forth, there was some leading.
Absolutely.
I didn't like that at all.
No, and sometimes it's useful where you're like, I am researching
feedback,
something, and they give an angle you hadn't thought of, and you're like, cool. But when it's more, especially they said, we're working on it not expressing personal feelings.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
I felt, this sounds terrible, I felt judged by a stupid robot.
In June, the state of Florida sued OpenAI and Altman, Sam Altman, the head of OpenAI, claiming they failed to address ChatGPT safety risks for minors. The lawsuit accused ChatGPT of helping mass shooters, encouraging suicide, causing public humiliation, quote unquote, getting minors addicted to a tool with no parental oversight, and causing users to lose critical thinking skills. OpenAI said at the time that it had put in place industry-leading protections and policies. Well, I guess it's all relative, ain't it? Just last week, a Massachusetts district attorney charged a 17-year-old with 2 counts of murder in association with the death of his mother and brother. In fact, I think I covered this last week because we covered last week Hinckley. Because Hinckley came out in the news and said, I hope Jodie Foster, I wish her well. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, go away.
But going down that rabbit hole, what happened to John Hinckley, how delusional he came just from watching Taxi Driver over and over again when he was really in a lonely, dark place. Okay, Taxi Driver doesn't talk back to you. And you just got to wonder how much of this stuff is, we're already primed for bad stuff. And this seems to as I've often put it, it's a very complex mirror is really what this stuff is, especially the chatbots.
Chatbots, yeah.
Now we'll see. We'll see. It's getting to the point where it's been a working idea for a while for me that there almost needs to be an initiation ritual for kids or young people to actually enter into the digital world.
Like the game, perhaps, beat them in?
I don't think beatings need to be part of the ritual.
Take all the fun out of everything.
Okay, yeah, we'll consider the beating.
Okay, thank you. That's all I'm asking.
Goodness gracious.
Well, they need to know what they're going to be up against.
But no, it's almost like we need to build a big old wall or fence around this crazy world that everybody decided, I'll let it rip. And I remember as a kid getting in some weird stuff on the internet.
Yeah, but
let it rip.
Well, my sister homeschooled her kids. That was their whole thing. They wanted to protect their kids from the rest of the world. And I got it at the time. I thought it was a great idea.
Right. Well,
the kids are smart.
But initiation ritual means you don't want a bubble boy either.
That's right. That's what they ended up with.
The sweet spot is you're preparing them. There is this world, and we're preparing you for it. It is this world, we're preparing you for it. And I think what's happened, and maybe it'll happen in the next decade or so, people will be sophisticated enough who grew up with the internet realizing here's the ways we can. I'm sure this is less complicated, but I'm sure there was a whole turnover and change when the automobile gets big.
Oh, sure.
Like, how do you actually teach a 16-year-old to start driving the car?
Right.
In the country, you just give the kid the keys.
Go.
I'm
out in the field,
tired.
let him go.
You go into baseball practice at 6 in the morning, here are the keys to the truck. Yeah. That was a real story about my dad. His dad. He was way too young to be driving. But but he was fine.
A different time, wasn't it?
It was a different time.
Right.
But see, that would sound crazy to some folks, not everybody. There's still some folks in the country.
No, some folks would.
But there's this new technology. It's like we haven't take into account there are natural seasons of life. There are built-in things to life that every culture that's ever lived understands. And for some reason we thought, well, we can transcend all that.
I think we thought we'd learn on the fly with the internet. And we did learn a lot, but there's also a lot we haven't learned, like your AI. I think that's going to blow more people away than anything.
Anyway, let's go to Sam. Hey, Sam.
Sammer. Dang, y'all caught me. Hey, thank you for taking my call. I had a chili dog, but it's been, it's got me all gummed up. Why did I hope TS can find the.
Now, real quick, do you do the thing like John Cougar sang about? You suck on the chili dog, or do you just eat it?
This was more of a eat one. It was a hearty chili. It was some of that.
Good. You passed the test.
Great.
You passed the test.
Excuse me. Hit the button. No.
Y'all know that song.
My goodness. All right, here we go. Hey, I'm looking at laptops right now and trying to decide what I want to upgrade to. I need something, and I see why now the AI centers are being pushed because all the new chips are moving away from the Intel to more the Nevada, which can support the trillions of calculations. I mean, it's coming together in my mind what's happening out there with the computer industry. But why did I go there first? Okay. I'm just going to quit that. But I just AI for children. I know it's just for AI for an adult right now. If I go on and then say ChatGPT, I want the news from conservative services. I want to hear it in the style of old Rush Limbaugh. We're right there with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can make your own podcast. It's available for children. So I guess.
Well, and we're starting with the children because at least number one, people truly do care about protecting their kids. But it's also a general rule that you can restrict what children have access to, what children are allowed to do in our country when it comes to adults. So we're pretty much at let it rip right now.
Yeah. Generally, when I was 13, I was given the keys to the Volkswagen Bug, very safe car, and I drove out into a 40-acre field, and that's where I learned to drive. It was hard in the wintertime, and I'm jumping care. And even then, with 40 acres, I found a way to box myself in, and I didn't know how to put it in reverse. And the family had to come rescue me. It was. But you know what? I never forgot where reverse was after that. So
is that the year you ruined that fella's harvest?
No. It was field was completely during the wintertime, everything's followed. It's hard as concrete. Jumping terraces.
I know what you're talking
Anyway, thanks for your time. But I've been studying up on what's happening and before I buy a computer, and I think I see now why the data rooms and all that's being pushed to the data centers is that's the future of computing, and it's going to be a lot of data moving.
Indeed. Well, I appreciate it, Sam.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for the call.
It's been a great
Later, Sammy.
It's been a great show. It's been a great show.
Thank you, sir. 272-9228. That's 334-272-9228. How about this? We probably need to hit a break. But coming up, I kind of want to do something just stupid.
Where are we going?
Like a Dear Abby.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now's a really good time for Dear Abby.
Yeah, why not? This part of the program brought to you by Cole Plumbing, and there at Cole Plumbing, James Cole and the team are ready to help you with any and all of your plumbing needs. Could be something big, like a massive water leak inside or outside your home, or it could be that water tank just burst on you. That's no fun. That happened to your mom, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And Cole Plumbing was able to fix it pretty quick.
Instead of having to replace it, spend several $1,000s, they were able to repair it and only spend a few hundred.
It's pretty awesome. Or it could be something more like faucets just dripping and dripping.
All night long?
Dripping.
Yep.
Or it could be you go to flush the toilet and the flapper's just not even working. You're like, what?
Or it comes back up?
Yeah, or it comes up through the shower.
That's never good.
Yeah, that's a big issue. Maybe you just need a new garbage disposal because you still turn it on, it makes noise. But
right.
You're like, that stinks.
What's that smell?
And I don't know if it's actually doing anything.
Plus if you smell the electrical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just want to upgrade to a nicer thing like a tankless water heater system.
Or a taller toilet.
Taller toilet is like people, you get used to the short toilet.
Yes, you do.
And the smaller bowl, and you make do with what you got. But when you upgrade,
you feel like a king.
So the more oblong bowl, and
yes, oblong bowl, very.
And you got several more inches, like off the ground. And then they've got some for you're talking about getting old, like folks whose knees and hips they just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what if you could just kind of ease down?
That'd be the way to do it.
It's truly quality of life. Improve. Cole Plumbing can help you with all this. So check them out today. You can always make an appointment at coleplumbing.com or just call them up, 279-8919. That's 279-8919. And just remember, folks, when you have trouble with your bowl,
call on Cole, Joey.
We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products, and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet Arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa. And that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we saw a bunch of patients last month. Almost none came because of an ad. They came because something happened. A fight with a wife who finally said, "Get help." A breakup. A new relationship that made them aware of things they used to ignore. A photo a friend tagged them in. One guy said he just stared at himself in the mirror. And that was enough. If today's your day, call right now. 334-440-3663. I'm Dr. Smith, urologist and advisor to Montgomery Men's Health. Built on almost 15 years of treating men in Alabama, one patient at a time. Dedicated to ED, low T, and male performance. Here's what happens when you call. We book you this week. We'll get a lab in an hour. For ED, we walk you through your real options at the same visit. A plan before you leave. Don't let today turn into next year. Call now, 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
This is your roving reporter. Today I'm talking with a man from outer space.
What's up, Earthling?
I see you've landed your spacecraft over there in that field.
That's right, man.
My question is, why have you landed here on our planet?
I came to see David Ernest.
The asset preservationist?
Yeah, man. I wanted to see if he would take a look at my portfolio for me.
Well, before you make the trip over there, call him on his toll-free number, 833-596-7233.
And I understand those last 4 digits spell out the word safe.
That is correct.
Funny thing happened the last time I came to Earth.
What was that?
I went to the Walmart, man.
Yes?
And I accidentally went in the back door.
How did that work out?
Well, they stopped me and very gently told me that I needed to go around front and come in.
And then what did you do?
I said, cool, man. Take me to your greeter.
You flew millions of miles just for that.
Hey, man, I don't ride them. I just read them.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Maybe you're doing well in sales, but you're ready for something bigger. At Blue Water Broadcasting, you'll help local businesses grow with customized marketing campaigns that combine the reach of 7 radio stations with powerful digital solutions. We're looking for someone who enjoys meeting people, earning their trust, and delivering results. If you're driven, professional, and ready to build a career, not just another sales job, we should talk. Visit BlueWaterBroadcasting.com and send me your resume today. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Our dangerous August heat wave continues. And today, with abundant sunshine, I've got the high temperature near 100 on the thermometer, and about the same thing again tomorrow, Wednesday. But the actual heat indices 105 to 110, and that's pretty tough territory. Lows at night in the upper 70s, and the rain chances continue to be very small, but not zero. A few spotty storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours, fading out at night. Not much change through Thursday, but the numbers get a little bit better by Friday and Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Got Eddie Bader in the studio, as well as Madeline Cannon with Alabama Home Mortgage. And before we go to a Dear Abby, we got some phone calls.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Go to Clay from Wetumpka. Hey, Clay.
Hey, man, I called y'all last week and praised y'all. First thing I got to say is I'm a veteran, and when I get ready to do a house, I actually live with my mother and take care of her now. She's 87. But when that phase of my life ends, I will be coming to Madeline, and I will be coming to Eddie to find me a house.
Sounds good,
You
Clay.
guys are freaking awesome.
Well, thank you.
All right.
I love it, Clay.
Y'all have really presented yourself very well, and yeah, I trust both of you. I absolutely trust both of you.
Awesome.
Oh, I can't remember what else I was going to say. Oh, you guys are killing it today.
Oh, thanks,
I
man.
love that Eddie's on the program. I love it when Troy's on the program. Joey, I love when you're by yourself. But when you have Eddie and Troy on there, it just adds so much to the program that I love it so much more. Wow. So I hope you continue to have Eddie and Troy on there. I love Troy. I'm a veteran. I love what he has to say. I'm from the Intel community, so I kind of understand what some of the stuff he says. But look, I love you guys. I watch you every day. And I just wanted to call and say congratulations. You got a great radio show.
Well, thank you, Clay. We love you, too.
That was a feel-good call.
Thank you, sir. Wow. That was awesome. Let's go to Soldier Boy. Hey, Soldier Boy.
I can't follow that one.
Yeah, do you love us, too?
Well, in a heterosexual way.
And if you buy a house, say, sometime or refinance, you can go with Alabama Home Mortgage?
I'm going to have to go with Madeline. I love that name.
Oh, well, thank you.
Your mother chose very well, like the Knights Templar in the Indiana Jones movie. She chose wisely.
Well, it was my grandmother's name. It was her mother's name. So, yep.
Hey, what I want to talk about is something serious today, Joey.
Yeah.
It seriously has bothered me, okay?
All right.
I went into Walmart this morning about 7:30. It's 7:30 in the a.m. for you civilians. And there was a guy there that was stuffing a backpack with a tag on it, a Walmart tag and receipt. I mean, the regular tag that's on new merchandise, into his backpack. He was a scruffy looking guy, but I learned a long time ago never to judge book by its cover. And you know about that, Eddie, because I've been in sales and you've been in sales, Eddie and Madeline. Never judge a book by its cover. So the next thing I know, he started talking to himself. I didn't pay no attention because, a lot of people today have those, what do you call it, earbuds in? What do you call it? The wireless?
Yeah.
And it looks like they're talking to themselves, but they're really talking to somebody else, But it's kind of freaky, for us old-timers such as myself.
I find it
Next thing
wildly
I know-
rude. They'll be holding the door and you think they're talking to you and they're talking to somebody on the AirPods.
Yeah, they're on the AirPods. So the next thing I know, he's stuffing it in there. He starts talking and rumbling some stuff I've never even heard of. And I looked at the cashier, and I said, I think he's next. She says, no, you're next. I was like, and I knew I wasn't next because I had seen he was there when I pulled in with my buggy, right, with my return item. The guy started spitting like the Exorcist, spitting and throwing up and spraying it all around the customer return desk. Freaked out the Walmart employee, freaked me out. Didn't know what the hell was going on, I said, here's the time you need to be open carry and you don't bring your damn weapon with you in a Walmart. You think it's safe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the next thing I know, he starts, I looked at her and I said, you know he's stuffing a bag into his other bag? She says, I'm done with them. She says, I'm going to let them, I guess he was talking about loss prevention, LP, was going to handle the situation. You know what I mean? Well, obviously he was a homeless person. And finally have a new way of looking at homeless people. I put them into 3 categories. Those people that are on drugs and choose to be on drugs, okay, by their own admission, okay? That's category number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, it's people who are totally antisocial that don't want to go by the rules and go by laws or anything. They want to do their own thing, and nobody can tell them what to do. And number 3 is the most important, which we're not addressing, is the mentally disturbed people.
Oh, of course.
And I don't understand. So I think they're broken up into 30%, 30%, 30%, okay? This guy clearly had mental issues, okay? I mean, it scared the crap out of me. I mean, you talk about it, you see it on TV, you talk about your friend with it, until you actually see somebody like The Exorcist throwing up and spewing. I don't know if he was possessed or evil. I don't know what the heck is, what I mean?
Taking something bad, or I don't know. There are a lot of things you could cause that.
Well, it freaked out the Walmart lady, and I had to step back about 5-10 feet back because I wanted to make sure I didn't get, sprayed, with that, because that's worse than spitting on somebody, because that's bodily fluids, and I guess in legal wise, that's considered what, an assault or battery? Which one is it?
I don't know
battery?
off the top of my head.
Okay.
Battery.
I thought it was. That's the actual act, right? Correct?
Yeah, you have to actually touch them, so you can touch them with your
Right.
bodily fluid.
Yeah, because I know now that if you spit on a cop, man, they're going to arrest you and charge you with a felony.
Yeah.
Okay? So I just don't understand why our government, our state government, have cut back on helping these individuals. We cut back on our budget. Actually, at every time they're cutting back on, these mental hospitals, for these people. I don't think he was on drugs. I think there was something mentally wrong with him. But we're not going to get help to these people. Are we just going to choose to ignore these people? Or are we going to try to help them?
No, I think it's about time that there's a talk of opening up institutions specifically for those folks. I know they were all shut down, many moons ago, many decades ago.
Yes.
But
we've cut back on the budget, on the money-wise to it, too, because they used to have the mental hospitals and everything, and now we can barely keep our regular hospitals open for the regular folks, that need medical, thing. So do you think Tommy Tuberville, our future governor, can address it? And does he have the power and the ability to do something
he'll
about
probably need the legislature as well, but knowing Coach, he'll probably be happy to consider it. And I'm not just doing that as he'll just brush it off while saying he's considering it. I think he would actually care about that issue. I think with Coach Tupper, what you're going to find is not your traditional free market Republican, not that he doesn't love capitalism, but you're going to find more of a guy who's a coach who just wants to solve everyday problems, and what's the means to actually go about doing that. He's much more the Trump populist wing of Republicanism than sort of the doctrinaire stuff that's out there.
He strikes me as telling it like it is and being straightforward about something, He's not as political as some politics are. Because when I've seen him when he talked about certain things, he's a man of his word that I've seen so far. I mean, I don't know how he coached or anything, or about his ability as a football coach, but as I've seen as a politician, I think he sees it as the common man and has common sense. That's the word I want to look at. I'm trying to say he has common sense when he answers his questions.
Yeah, I think
his questions are.
He's definitely, I think, game to solve a lot of issues across the board in the state. But I hate that happened, man, but I got to run. I appreciate the call, Soldier Boy.
All right.
Serious indeed. That gum can't handle nothing. 272-9228, 334-272-9228. This part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services and Ashley, the great team over there that she's put together. They're ready to help you with that pest control needs. With your pest control needs. It could be you're looking for just a basic package. Somebody come out on a regular basis, spray for you, take care of your property, make sure nothing's getting inside, especially in the kitchen, and somebody left something out. And, these sort of things do occur. Well, Pest Pro can come out on a regular basis, and they got a monthly subscription model. That way you can actually control pest control costs throughout the year. But, of course, you can always upgrade that basic package to, say, when the time is right, get rid of all those nasty, nasty mosquitoes that are eating you up when you're trying to hang out on the front porch or the backyard or walk around the property, enjoy the outdoors, and just getting you on the knuckle, getting you right on the forehead. Getting
Everywhere.
Everywhere. It's no fun. Then, of course, they can also help you with termite protection and inspection. If you haven't done that in a while, you're playing with fire. And, of course, they can also help on the wildlife control front. They do it across the board. Check out Pest Pro Services today. You can always learn more at ppsriverregion.com or search for them on Facebook, Pest Pro Services on Facebook, or call them up, 265-9990. That's 265-9990. When you want to know, call a pro, Pest Pro Services, and be sure to tell Ashley and that great team that Joey, that fellow on the radio, sent you. We got to hit another quick break, and I promise we'll get to the Deer Abbey after we talked about the homeless guy throwing up all over Walmart. Anyway, you never know what you're going to get. We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Attention River Region business owners. Local counties are now inspecting and enforcing backflow prevention requirements. Headley Plumbing is fully certified to install, repair, and test backflow preventers, helping you stay compliant and avoid costly violations. We've been serving the River Region for decades with dependable professional service you can trust. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the River Region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft, but that's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If they find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes in your financial accounts, they'll alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that can make all the difference. Save up to 30% off your first year with the promo code BECK. LifeLock.com, 800-LifeLock, 1-800-LifeLock, or LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK at LifeLock.com.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
So this fits our theme. Well, I'll let you be the judge. Dear Abby, I want my husband back, not the grandpa he's become.
Why are you looking at me? Why you both look at me?
We're just making sure you're paying attention.
Dear Abby, I've been with my husband, Ted, for nearly 15 years. Married for 11. He has 2 children, 38 and 33, and I have one who's 32. When we started dating, none of our children planned to have children of their own. I made it clear from the start that I have no desire to be a grandma.
That's sad.
It is sad. There's people like that, though.
I'm a teacher and work with kids all day, every day, and that is enough for me.
I get that.
He said he felt the same way. His children now each have 2 children, while mine has stuck by her decision not to have any. It's a competition or something. I still have no desire to fill the grandma role. Ted's kids are starting to make remarks about the fact that I am not around much, and Ted recently told me that this is causing a divide between us. I tried to explain that I haven't changed. He has. We have a blast together and enjoy traveling and hanging out with friends, but our couple times is slowly fading. I'm tired of being the bad guy because I prefer to spend my personal time with adults.
Mercy me.
Should I figure out how to be a single older lady, agree to live separate lives in the same house, or conform and be miserable, babysitting and spending all my free time doing what I absolutely do not want to do? I want my husband back, not the grandpa. From Don't Call Me Grandma.
Well, maybe she needs to retire from being a school teacher.
That sounds like she is a little bit
bitter.
Overworked, been there a school teacher too long, yeah.
Like, if she can't love her own grandchild, can you imagine how she teaches that, treats
That's
those
what I was
kids in the
just thinking,
classroom?
Yeah.
Well, and also to the point where you can't even be around.
Yeah.
Sounds like most people don't want her around.
Oh, that's just... I hope Abby rips her a new one. Like, you're a witch.
No, I'll give her this. She right now knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want. That's a big thing with a lot of people. She knows what she don't want. She still wants to party it up. Sounds like.
You can't expect your husband to turn his back on his grandchildren. Yeah, no kidding. No, but that's what I mean. That's a big, how dare you be a grandfather to these children? At least my daughter's,
Barren?
Oh, good God. You didn't have to bring up the word barren. That's just me. What are you, King Lear or something?
You're looking for a word to describe her daughter.
But because you and Ted still love each other, divorce doesn't seem like a good solution. Would the two of you consider separating, returning to a more of a dating relationship for a few years until Ted's grandkids no longer need a babysitter?
No.
This is just depraved.
No.
I don't understand. Obviously, she didn't like being a mother either.
Yeah, it's like, get over yourself.
That's what I was thinking,
woman,
too.
is what I would
and
say.
That's honestly how you see that with grandparents now, that where they're not around their grandkids a lot of them were the same parents that didn't really want to be parents.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you can have the opposite effect where the mother-in-law's always around. Always around.
I do not know what that's like, thank God. I love my mother-in-law. She's the greatest thing.
She's awesome.
I love her to death.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you don't have that issue.
I don't have that issue. I know some people that do, and I hate
y'all
for
play
them.
chess together and stuff?
No, we just stay out of each other's way.
Oh, okay.
That's the way. When she needs something, she'll call me. Hey, come pick this up. Pick this heavy thing down. Whatever kind of thing.
Here's another one in this theme. Dear Abby, my youngest son is getting married this spring, and they have decided they want a child-free wedding reception. We have 3 grandchildren, ages 3 to 7. The wedding is where my son and his fiancée live, so we're all traveling. They have asked all 3 kids to be in the wedding party as flower girls and the ring bearer, but afterwards there's a sit-down meal, reception, and dance to which the kids are not invited. The parents are expected to find or bring babysitters. Yep. Our grandchildren are extremely important to my husband and me, and we are devastated they have been excluded. We see them as part of the immediate family and have asked that they be included, but the bride and groom have declined our request. Yeah, they have also banned babies of any age, nursing or not, yet their dog is part of the wedding party.
They want a party, dude.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know. Read it as what it is. They just want a party.
Okay. Yeah, this is like the opposite. It's like kids don't have to be a part of everything.
They don't, but I would.
But also,
it never bothered me to have kids at weddings. They're
yeah,
cute.
It's including they want them in the wedding. They don't want them at the wedding reception.
No, they usually get the dance floor
I would
heated
think
up for everybody else.
I would think it'd be the opposite. You wouldn't want them at the ceremony.
Yeah,
and you'd be okay with them being at the reception because it's loud and it doesn't matter if they interrupt or what.
I just think they want a party and they don't want the kids to see what the adults are doing. Keg stands. Who wants to see a bride doing a keg stand? Besides me. No, just me? Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if y'all have ever noticed this in the real estate business. I'm just jumping past that one because here's another one. Dear Abby, an acquaintance of mine has posted pictures of his newly built mansion. From breaking ground to digging the huge pool to the house itself. I admit I'm jealous. But isn't this rude of him?
No.
All of our friends are middle to upper class. I find it terribly insensitive. Am I wrong? Flippin' mad in Texas.
Yeah, you are.
No, it's called you're green with envy, the sin of envy.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, it is.
Why don't you celebrate other people's victories? I mean, you know.
Yeah, Abby said, I'm sorry your ego is bruised from looking at the photos your friend posted.
Yeah, I mean, just celebrate, be a real friend and celebrate your friend's victories.
Yeah, what he did isn't rude at all. Like, some folks,
and more than
man.
likely, he's inviting you to come there by showing you those pictures.
Man.
People, man.
And often you read through these Dear Abbeys and you're like, it's just, this is what I'm talking about with the culture. Like the next one is, should I tell my 2 older grandchildren that my husband and I are divorcing? And it's just like, it's all these different
How old
little
are the
episodes. Doesn't say here.
I would say if they're above 13, yes. Below 13, no.
That's a cutoff?
Yeah, I think so.
That's not bad.
That's my hot take.
Anyway, yeah, a lot of these are just like, what's happened to America, baby? What's
the good stories, Joey?
I don't know. I was looking for them.
What is it? The people that, okay, I've said it before, those people during COVID. The best thing that I heard during COVID, this guy and this girl went on a date like 2 days before COVID officially kicked in. So they were stuck in Hawaii and somewhere else during COVID the whole time together.
Oh, wow.
4 or 5 months. And so one of them started documenting it halfway through because they didn't know each other. You know, they got to know each other very well.
Sure.
They ended up getting married, and I think it's a Netflix thing, but it's one of the best stories that these 2 people were stuck together. So at first there was a little bit of animosity, like, you know, crap, we're stuck, what do we do, whatever. They came together as one. They fell in love. I thought that was beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I thought so. Where's those kind of stories, Joey?
Well, how about this?
Okay.
The latest missive, or one of the latest missives, he's writing many these days, by Nobunaga.
Ah.
My neighbor Tom is 58 years old. His house has central air conditioning, a 70-inch television, and a leather recliner that probably costs more than my first car. Yet every day at 5:15 p.m., Tom walks out of his house, he opens his garage door, unfolds a cheap green canvas lawn chair on his concrete driveway, and sits down with a can of beer. He does not look at his phone. He does not read a book. He simply stares at the asphalt and the trees across the street. I watched this for 3 weeks from my kitchen window. In my homeland, a warrior does not abandon the comfort of the inner fortress unless he is standing watch at the gate. I realized the truth. Tom had taken the evening garrison duty. He was guarding the perimeter of our street against unknown incursions.
Yep.
A samurai does not let an ally hold the line alone. On Thursday at 5:15 p.m., I took a metal folding chair from my kitchen. I marched out to my driveway, set the chair 6 feet from the road, sat down with my spine completely rigid, and placed my hands flat on my knees. I stared straight ahead into the empty cul-de-sac. Tom looked over from his driveway 30 yards away. He blinked once. Then he raised his beer can 2 inches in solemn acknowledgement. I gave him a disciplined nod. The western sector was secured. At 5:22, a woman walking a golden retriever passed by. "Evening, Tom. Hi there," she waved. Tom lifted 2 fingers from his can. "Hey, Brenda." At 5:35, a delivery van slowed down, confused by house numbers. Tom pointed his beer can towards number 18. The driver waved and turned right. At 5:48, an old man down the street was struggling to pull a heavy trash bin up his slope. Tom set his can down, walked over in his sandals, hauled the bin to the top, said 3 words, and walked back to his chair. I sat there on my hard metal chair, sweating in the summer heat, watching the street breathe. I understood now. A man does not sit in his driveway because he lacks a couch. A closed front door says, "This house belongs to me." An open garage with a lawn chair says, "I am out here if you need a hand." It is the oldest neighborhood defense system on earth. It requires no walls, no passwords, and no weapons. Just a working man and $8 of canvas. At 6 p.m., Tom stood up and folded his chair. He looked at me, gave a short 2-fingered salute, and said, "Good shift, buddy." The border was peaceful, Tom Dono, I replied. He laughed and went inside for dinner. My lower back was completely destroyed from the metal chair. My street had never felt safer. Nobunaga, folks. I love this guy. And he clearly is in the South.
Yeah.
One I did yesterday, he got caught in a thunderstorm in Alabama. Like,
oh, boy.
And I think it was like 3:15 in the morning. And Waffle House was open. And Waffle House was still going off generator power, and they had kerosene lanterns going inside. And he's like, what are all the options for the hash browns? I said, "Dude, all the way." He said, "I'll take any honorable additions." All the way. He wants it all the way. Eats it, goes to pay, and they're like, "No, that fella just paid for it for you." And he's like, "I see the red brake lights pull off. Never got to thank the man." But it's like, I don't know. He's writing these little slices of life. It's just straight up the American South.
No
They're
doubt.
pretty great.
No doubt.
Pretty
The whole pay it
great.
forward. It finally happened to me the other day at the, we're at Scooters? Yep, Scoot on up. I had like a $30 coffee meal for people. And when I went to pay, the lady's like, the lady in front of you paid. And I was like, it's $36. She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, here, pay for hers behind me. She's like, well, there's nobody behind you right now. I'm like, well, just put $25 on there. I don't know. I don't know. But that to me is, especially in a packed drive-thru in the morning, it's kind of a reminder of the human side of things.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I got to hit this top of the hour break.
Break it, baby.
We'll be right back after this.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Primaries today in several key states. Attention turning to Florida, Wyoming, California, and Alaska. Voting takes place against backdrop of Republican-led redistricting battles and some intra-party strife between the progressive and establishment wings of the Democrat Party. Two well-known names headlining Alaska's U.S. Senate race, Republican Senator Dan Sullivan and Democratic former Representative Mary Peltola are the highest-profile candidates in a race that will be among the few in November to determine control of the U.S. Senate. Alaska's primary features all the candidates on one ballot, with the top four advancing to the midterms. Cleanup is underway across parts of the country battered by days of deadly and destructive storms. 7 deaths in Indiana, one of West Virginia also. Forecasters warning more severe weather could be on the way this week. On Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 101 points. This is SRN News.
Are you tired of feeling lousy? Maybe you had a scare at your last checkup or just walking hurts? When enough is enough, call PhD Weight Loss. When I had enough 4 years and 53 pounds ago, I knew I couldn't do it alone. I'm Mike Gallagher for PhD Weight Loss. Best phone call I ever made. They were right with me. They still are today. Right now, mention Mike. You'll get 2 free weeks added to the program, and they'll pay for the cost of your food. $1,500 value. Call 864-644-1900, 864-644-1900, or visit myphdweightloss.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule at half the price of traditional marketplace plans. See why believers across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Mr. Electric of Montgomery. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Visit MrElectric.com.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Our dangerous August heat wave continues. And today, with abundant sunshine, I've got the high temperature near 100 on the thermometer, and about the same thing again tomorrow, Wednesday. But the actual heat indices 105 to 110, and that's pretty tough territory. Lows at night in the upper 70s, and the rain chances continue to be very small, but not zero. A few spotty storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours, fading out at night. Not much change through Thursday, but the numbers get a little bit better by Friday and Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
1819 News.
A program in Montgomery with the stated mission of reducing violence in the city has had its website taken down after 2 members have fallen into trouble with the law. 32-year-old Patrick Perry was part of the Community Violence Intervention Program, or CVI, which was being funded by the city and the county. Perry was recently arrested for possession of 19 pounds of marijuana and $30,000 in cash. This is the second occurrence, with Daniel Hatcher being arrested 2 weeks prior to Perry and charged with distribution of cocaine. Hatcher was on parole at the time of his arrest. Both Hatcher and Perry have pictures together that were prominent on the CVI website before that entire website was taken offline. The CVI program was first launched in 2024. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Where I was living was not a great place to live anymore. I began to pray for a place to go, praying for all of these things that a 9-year-old would want. I wanted horses, big house with a bunch of people my age. I wanted parents. I wanted a mom and a dad. Before I even prayed it, the Lord had already answered my prayer with the Big Oak Ranch. Who would that 9-year-old be if she never came to the Big Oak Ranch? I would be trying to fight for survival instead of fighting to break a cycle.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
A woman was killed in Moody in a head-on collision. 3 others involved in that crash were injured. 2 were children, as well as the driver of the second vehicle. The children are now listed in stable condition while the driver remains hospitalized. The cause of the crash is yet to be determined. A voluntary recall has been announced this week when it comes to frozen fruit bars. The Outshine fruit bars may have foreign material contamination inside them that includes glass. The recall entails all of the fruit flavors put out by Outshine that come in a 6-count box of the frozen dessert. No illnesses or injuries have been reported in this case. I'm Andrea Tyson.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number 1 in the number 2 business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Life gets busy, but a clean home makes everything feel a little easier. Let Southern Bell's cleaning service take one more thing off your to-do list. Callan and Jesse have spent years earning the trust of families across the river region by cleaning the old-fashioned way. Attention to detail, reliable service, and a job done right. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bells today, 546-0715, or follow Southern Bell's Cleaning River Region on Facebook.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Listening to Joey Clark. Joey Clark. And his old pal, Mr. Bader. It's Joey Clark.
Mr. Bader. Anyway, welcome back into the program. I'm Joey. And who are you holding there?
I got Mitt back in the lap.
Mitt is back in the lap, and Mitt is going to your mom?
Going to my mom's, yeah, sure enough.
Holding up real quick. Hey there, Mitt.
Just the cutest dog can be. A friend of mine's had him for a few years, but she's got too many pets. So we had my mom babysit him probably a week or so ago, and it was a match made in heaven.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
He's so chill.
He is. Yeah. He is very chill. Very chill.
We also have Madeline Cannon here in the studio as he's giving Eddie some kisses.
Mm-hmm. Just got done licking his butt.
Yeah. He's got a little dog smell, which I'm not saying is bad. But it's very different than like big dogs.
He's been rolling. Him and Roxy been playing in the yard, so he's been rolling in the yard. So he's got a little bit of outside stank on him. I got to get him to the groomers before I give him to mom.
Mm-hmm. Now, Tuberville, I'm seeing a headline here at 1819, is hitting back on Doug Jones' Social Security fear-mongering. Before I even read this, like Tuberville said, it's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Like people, especially the right, have been saying for years.
Prove it to me it's not, Joey.
And then Doug Jones did the very predictable thing of like, Coach Tuberville's trying to take away your benefits that you rely on. It's like, no, wouldn't somebody bring up it's a Ponzi scheme because they're worried about people who have been made promises? I don't know. Anyway, Tuberville slammed his opponent in Alabama's upcoming governor's election, former Senator Doug Jones, accusing him of stoking unrealistic fears about his stance on Social Security and Alabama's retirement systems. The people receiving Social Security aren't the problem, argued Tuberville. I paid into Social Security for decades, just like millions of working Americans. I earned those benefits, and if you paid in, you ought to get every dime you're promised. The scam is Washington, and decades of taking your money, spending it, making promises they know they can't keep, and refusing to fix the problem before our kids and grandkids ultimately get stuck with the bill. According to Tuberville, the Social Security Fund is expected to run out of its reserve money in 2032. Just look at the projection from SSA. Social Security's own trustees say the retirement trust fund is headed towards depletion by 2032. After that, incoming revenue would cover only about 78 cents of every dollar in scheduled benefits. My opponent wants to attack me for telling people there's a problem, Tuberville told 1819 News. Well, I'd rather tell the truth and fix it before the next generation gets the bill. Tuberville also addressed Jones' scare tactics related to the retirement systems of Alabama And if anyone wants to know what I think about RSA, no, I wouldn't privatize RSA. I'd hold it up as an example of what the federal government ought to do. Alabama has a retirement system built around contributions, investments, accountability, and a requirement that government funds what it promises its workers. That's what working people ought to be able to count on, and Alabama is fortunate that our leaders demand that kind of accountability. Tuberville added, Alabama faces the numbers. Washington kicks the can down the road. If it's wrong, I'll call it wrong. If it's working, I'll say it's working. RSA works. Social Security is headed for trouble. Doug Jones can play politics with that. I'd rather fix it.
There you go.
I feel like it's going to be a lot of back and forth, and then what? It's going to be 60-something% of people vote for Tuberville.
At least.
Yeah.
84%.
So that's some of the political news. Now, I want to move to a clip here. And this is, you know who Clarence Thomas is, right?
Oh, yeah.
He is the Supreme Court Justice, and he sat down and did a long interview. A few clips have been coming out, but the whole interview is with Peter Robinson of Uncommon Knowledge, the Hoover Institution fellow. And, you know, when you... I just want to say here in Montgomery, Alabama, of all places, Clarence Thomas is a national treasure.
Thank you.
And especially if you remove the politics from it, which, by the way, I think he's amazing in terms of his thought and what he stands for morally. Amazing. Because he's standing athwart a lot of this modernist crap that is cracking up by the day. Don't get me started on that. There's a lot of folks, well, if you're just tolerant and stuff.
No,
it's like,
that's what got us in this spot.
Yeah, the demons are laughing at us because we're playing right into their hands.
Mm-hmm.
That said, you can remove even the politics part, and you would think even progressives would appreciate the man's story. But no. Well, instead of continuing to bellyache here, how about we play a little bit of this story? This is Clarence Thomas talking about being educated by Catholic nuns in segregated Georgia. So you think, well, what could he learn there? But no, it was Catholic nuns in segregated Georgia. Different world.
Yeah.
Let's listen in.
On the other hand, you had the nuns that basically would constantly say that God gave you talents, and you have these God-given talents, and it's sinful for you not to use them.
Sister Mary
Virgilius.
Tell that story, where you were skating by, and she called you out on it.
Well, I wasn't skating by. That would be saying I made too much of an effort. Yeah.
Get it right.
And I was not a dedicated eighth grader. And but when we had to take, it was an entrance exam to high school in 1962, and I scored very high on the entrance exam, and it was May of 1962, and I remember to this day exactly how she looked at me and what she said. She looked me in the eyes and she said, "You lazy thing, you." And I have yet to forget that. And she was right, and that was her way of saying you're not using your God-given talents. But again, I go back to the point of attitude. Here we were in a rundown little school in segregated Savannah, Georgia. Everybody knew that, just like you know it's going to be humid in Savannah. This is the condition. Now, what do you do about it? And she was basically saying your attitude has to be much better than what you're displaying, your work ethic, etc. Now, that was consistent with what I heard at home. Even though my grandfather only had 9 months of education, the crown jewel was education. My grandmother went to the 6th grade. For her, the crown jewel. My cousins, just take for example, my cousin Hattie, who was illiterate and had no education. For her, she looked at us and said, you have a chance to progress far beyond us because you can get an education. So they would go in and pull out of their inner garments $1 or so and give it to you and say, boy, use this for your education.
It's a great story, his whole story. And by the way, I don't know if y'all saw this, but it was already moving up the charts, so to speak. But all the excuses that are made about the Deep South and why education it's not funded enough, or the historical discrimination and all these other things. It looks like Mississippi is like number one. It's being called the Mississippi Miracle. They shifted from so-called balanced literacy to explicit phonics-based reading instruction in K through 3 classrooms. So essentially, they're number one.
In reading?
Yeah.
That's great.
That's amazing because they were, let's be honest, it was always a joke.
It's always a joke that, and it should put us to shame because it's possible. Now, I think Alabama's has gone in the right direction a bit with the Literacy and the Numeracy Act. But it's pretty incredible. U.S. News ranks top high schools in Mississippi. And also, like, the reading and writing scores are remarkable for what Mississippi is getting things done. And a lot of folks have been commenting over the months, what did they do? Well, I think a way to put it in common sense is higher standards. Higher standards and teach the basics, not sort of moving standards that are sort of, oh, it's all right that you're not going hard enough on this. It's all right. But anyway, Thomas goes on. This one more clip with Clarence Thomas here, because he talks about, say, it was more than the nuns and the education. It was the attitude of his family members you just heard him mention. So I'll let the man speak for himself. Let's listen in.
Once again, my grandfather's son. This is you writing about what you've been discussing here. If a distinguished scholar like Thomas Sowell could be dismissed as not really black for daring to challenge the liberal orthodoxies on race, you're commenting here on what was happening to him at this time. What would happen to me if I dared to agree with him? I didn't know whether I would ever be brave enough to break ranks and speak my mind. And as I understand it, it was your friendship with Tom that helped make you make a firm decision that you would speak your mind.
No, he caused a lot of problems in my life. I hold him directly responsible. You know, what do you do when you have an example like my grandfather, like my nuns, who stood up? What do you do? I mean, these you think of those women in segregated South. They just stood up. They didn't make a big deal of it. They did it. My grandfather, no education, raised by a freed slave, and he never complained. He did it. He was just a great man. Now what do you do? How do you complain when he had nothing, no education? What do you say to it? But he sets this example of how you live your life. Then you meet someone like a Tom Sowell, who literally never felt, he was on TV programs, he was interviewed, not flustered, didn't back down, didn't run for cover. And what am I supposed to do? And you bear up and you do it. And was I afraid? Absolutely. I'm a kid. I'm a young guy. I go to Washington. I don't know anybody there. I'm not sophisticated. But he's a model. Here's how you do it. You just do it. It's the right thing to do, so you do it. If they can prove you wrong, fine. But if they call you names or say you're not black, I mean, how stupid is that? Look at me. Then they say things like, oh, black is a state of mind. So you see you're walking down a road and a Klansman comes up and he says, what's your state of mind? And, I mean, this is nonsense. And so you see people who actually just tell people, if you disagree with me, tell me why.
But that's not the name of the game these days. Anyway, I think the more I learn about that man and get reminded of his story, he's a national treasure.
Incredibly brilliant.
And you would hope that he would be lifted up more and more, especially when you talk about great black Americans.
Right.
And I'm happy if that list covers all sorts of folks from different political backgrounds. Certainly am, but it should include that man right there. Because what a story, as he just laid out a little bit himself. 272-9228. Before we hit a break, again, this part of the program brought to you by Dillon Rings. And at Dillon Rings, they can help you across the board with custom design work or repair work, spa treatments to make that jewelry you've been wearing every day, all the time, look like it's brand new, shine and shimmer like it's brand new again. And of course, they have a great inventory there from high-end pieces to everyday items. But when you go to their Facebook page, I was told that a certain someone, that ring that's up there right now, which I believe is that's the cat drawing. So you see like the actual proportions and dimensions of what's going to be done. And this is your ring, Madeline?
That's my ring. So
beautiful.
Thank you. It was a 1920s Edwardian ring, heirloom piece that was my engagement ring turned wedding ring. And it's over 100 years old. And because of that, some of the integrity of the platinum, it's had to have a lot of work through the years. And instead of just continuing to Band-Aid it, Josh was real honest with me and said, look, I think the best way to do this is let's take your stones out and redo your ring and put your stones back in it. And that way you can have it for another 100 years.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So that's what he's doing, and we're excited about it. It should be done in about a month.
Yeah, again, folks, it's jewelry in the sense of like you want the practical job to get done. Like, but there's so much more to it than especially something as prized as that. What it means at the end of the day, and knowing that they're going to have that care and attention to something that's that valuable beyond any sticker price. Let's just say.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that he even allowed me to come in and try on the wax model that they made from it. And so it felt the same. It looked the same. Everything about it was the same. So anyway, I was blown away by the process so far.
And you can check that out, a picture of it on Facebook. Just go to Dillon Rings on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok. I believe they have accounts all over the place on social media. And of course, if you're looking for this sort of work or you're just looking to shop a little bit, just stop by 119 Brown Springs Road here in Montgomery, just off of Atlanta Highway, and be sure to tell them that Joey and Eddie and Madeline Cannon sent you. We'll be right back after this.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
This is your roving reporter. Today I'm talking with a prospector. That's right, man. I'm prospecting for gold. You dig? No, but it looks like you do. And you know the first thing I'm going to do when I strike it rich? What's that? I'm going to hire David Ernest to be my money man. You mean everyone's favorite asset preservationist? That is correct, man. I'm going to call him up at 833-596-7233. 833-596-SAFE. You know, I've heard a lot of the good things about David Ernest. You know, he's the best money man around with over 40 years of experience. Experience is necessary, especially when you're digging for gold. That's right, man. And I can see that you don't have very much experience. What do you mean, man? Well, you have the little plastic bucket and shovel like a kid would take to the beach. Yeah, man. Well, I want to start out small and then kind of pace myself up until I strike it rich. Well, maybe you should call David Ernest first. You think he's got a shovel? Never know till you ask. I dig, man.
Beyond the Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Shane Butler. Growing up in Elmore County.
I grew up here. I lived here as a kid. I experienced the weather here. So I have knowledge that goes way back. You know, I experienced my first tornado as a kid. I was probably about 11 years old and eclectic. Writing that out and experiencing that really gave me the passion about weather. We made it through it, and it gave me an experience that I'll carry in a lifetime.
Shane Butler, part of the Action 8 Weather Team, your weather authority.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com. This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. This part of the program brought to you by Bo Goodson of the Goodson Group. And they're at the Goodson Group. Bo and his team are ready to help you out, whether you're looking to buy or sell property, house, land here in the River Region real estate market. And of course, they're at the Goodson Group. Not only can they help you with buying and selling property, they also have, management services available should you want to rent out your home. Great idea in this market, but managing a rental as the owner can be a pain in the butt, especially if you have no experience. So why not, for a reasonable fee, have the Goodson Group manage that rental for you? You can always learn more at thegoodsongroup.com or just give them a call direct at 551-0225. That's 551-0225. Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group. Now, let's shift gears. This is a story about Texas. The ACLU asked the Supreme Court, U.S. Supreme Court, on August 17th to review a federal appeals court decision that upheld a Texas law requiring the display of the Ten Commandments in public school classrooms. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit cleared the way in April for the Texas law to take effect. The state law known as Senate Bill 10 or SB 10 requires that public elementary and secondary schools conspicuously display in classrooms an easily readable poster or framed copy of the Ten Commandments with no additional commentary. The Fifth Circuit's 9-8 ruling in Nathan v. Alamo Heights Independent School District raised questions about freedom of religion and how the Supreme Court had ruled on these issues in the past. If the justices agree to hear the case, their potential landmark ruling could change the legal landscape for how governments deal with religion. The Fifth Circuit said that the law complied with the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment. The Texas law, quote, looks nothing like a historical religious establishment, end quote, because it does not tell houses of worship what to believe, how to worship, or whom to employ, the appeals court said. It does not punish people who reject the Ten Commandments, impose taxes to support the clergy, or require churches to carry out civic functions, the court said. These are the kind of things establishments of religions did at the founding. The Texas law does none of that. The Fifth Circuit also held that a 1980 precedent, Stone v. Graham, which struck down a nearly identical classroom display law, is no longer binding. The circuit court ruling upholding the Texas statute came after a federal district court preliminarily blocked it, finding the law likely violates both the Constitution's Establishment Clause, which forbids the government from favoring one religion over the other, and the Free Exercise Clause, which prohibits the government from infringing on worship and other activities. The district judge also found the displays would coerce students and interfere with parents' rights to direct their children's religious upbringing. The challenge in the district court was brought by a group of Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Baha'i, I don't know what that is, Unitarian, Universalist, and non-religious families. The families argue in the petition that the Texas law violates the Constitution by forcing religion on students, and that the Fifth Circuit misinterpreted Supreme Court precedent. The question of whether a state may impose scripture on impressionable captive audience children for nearly every hour of every school day for up to 13 years implicates the most fundamental guarantees of the First Amendment and our nation's highest ideals. So I guess they're not down with thou shalt not murder?
Right.
Or how about like proper worship and love to God Almighty? And then the second half is essentially don't covet your neighbor's stuff, because covetousness leads to you bearing false witness, and it leads to you killing people, and it leads to all sorts of other problems. So it really is the whole extent of the law. Love God and love your neighbor. And you can't have that in the public area. And this is the thing, in the name of freedom of religion, people have essentially denuded the public space of any sort of religion that is actually the dominant religion of the people. So should not public institutions represent the people? You don't have to force anybody to genuflect to the Ten Commandments. You don't have to force any of that. But if you're setting up a public space to educate children, and you're told that the bedrock of the civilization in which you reside, well, you can't even give them the most basic rule book of that, because that would violate freedom. It sounds like you've come up with a new religion.
Yeah, you can hang a trans flag in the classroom, but don't put the Ten Commandments
Don't put the
up.
Ten Commandments in there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chloe Kempf, a staff attorney at the ACLU of Texas, which is representing the family, said in a statement, the Supreme Court has rejected this kind of government-imposed religion before, and it should do so again. Having these posters in Texas classrooms puts students at risk of bullying, stigmatization, and religious coercion. I think that would be kind of against the Ten Commandments. Our nation's bedrock principle of separating church and state means that families and faith communities, not politicians, get to decide what role religion plays in children's lives. So it should just be like, just keep it. Now, and I'm a bad example because, 12 years of Catholic school, and it's like, all the time, baby, all the time.
But she came back. You came back.
Oh, no, that's what I mean.
That's what I mean.
But no, to me, all these arguments were just like out the window to begin with, in the sense of, no, it's a private school. We can do what we want. And I see why, though, there are people saying in the public setting that because you completely remove any sort of that, just learning the family lore, you don't even have to teach it in a way that's like a particular denomination or particular authoritative tradition. Like it could be like, you just need to know about this. Like if you don't understand the Old Testament, let alone just the Ten Commandments, you're illiterate. You're a fool.
And I think you mentioned it said with no commentary.
Yeah.
So it's literally just posted in the room.
Now, in April, the guy running for Senate, Ken Paxton, praised the Fifth Circuit ruling, calling it a major victory for Texas and our moral values. My office is proud to defend SB 10 and successfully ensure that the Ten Commandments will be displayed in classrooms across Texas. The Ten Commandments have had a profound impact on our nation, and it's important that students learn from them every single day. It's unclear when the justices will consider the petition from the ACLU. But again, this law is now in place. It is in force. And, it takes me back to the old, Roy Moore putting up that huge display. And it's like,
But now I know I'm younger than you guys, but I remember from first grade on, Howland Garden to elementary, even in kindergarten, we did a prayer and we did a pledge every day before we started. Before we started the day. I mean, that was and the American flag was right there in every single classroom. There was a picture of the governor. There was a picture of the president.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be funny, but that was just part of our standard programming. And what was wrong with that? I mean, I just don't get it. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, and it does, I think this appeals court made an interesting point that, because these two are a little bit intentional. You can't establish a religion.
Right.
You can't have the government, essentially enforce this stuff.
But we're a Christian
nation. It's not like we're an Islamic nation.
But we're a Christian nation.
Yes, but you also shouldn't inhibit the free expression. So why, in the name of stopping establishment, are you inhibiting the free expression of people, say, where they send their children to school on a public basis? Because not everybody can afford the private school, especially in rural areas. And when 90-something% of people, doesn't mean they should bully and stigmatize and do all these other things everybody says it's going to happen. But there's also this idea, there shouldn't be this heckler's veto for the minority. You have your right not to believe it. You don't have to pay an extra tax. You don't have to be forced to do anything you don't want to do, yada, yada, yada. But to then say that freedom extends to me shutting you up when we're in a certain spot because the government took money from people and is now funding their institution after they stole the money or they
stole the money.
Or that's legal theft. It's taxes.
Stole.
Anyway, it's just, I get some people want to hang their hat on it's a principled stand for freedom. Fine.
Okay.
Fine. But I think there's a lot of other folks that have a problem with the Ten Commandments. And that makes me go, why? Especially if you just, again, you don't even have to read them as a believer. Just read them and what they say and actually think them through. And of course, they're tortured readings and perverted readings, but it's a pretty basic thing. And the fact that for decades, this has been the law of the land, you can't ever do it. You can't have that nativity scene on the firehouse
Never understood that.
lawn.
But you can raise the trans flag.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, anyway.
That's where the disconnect is, man.
It's almost like a different religion took over.
Right.
One that claims it's not a religion.
Right.
Yeah. Isn't Commandment 1, there is one God, you will worship one
Right.
God. So I guess that's their biggest problem.
I was going to say the first one's going to be their biggest issue.
Yeah, because they want the state to be God.
Yes. So they themselves can be God.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the whole premise of Marxism, right?
Oh, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, they say that religion is the opioid of the people, right?
Opium of the masses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an interesting mark, and it explains, not to get too preachy here, but I think it does explain a lot of the falling off of standards across the generations in the last, say, several years. We still do great things, don't get me wrong, folks.
Yeah.
But there's a certain just loosey-goosey.
There is. I mean, you see it all over.
It's sort of kind of like your private preference. Like you like chocolate ice cream, I like vanilla, and that's kind of the same
live
thing.
and let live,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Faith's just kind of the same thing.
But that comes a problem. At some point, you have to draw a line.
Yeah, it's like Coke or Pepsi, right?
Yeah.
And really, it's just soda at the end of the day. No, it's completely.
Really.
Like there's
Right.
them fighting's word. They're coming over here acting like Dr. Pepper's the same thing as Coke.
Dr. Wham.
No, yeah. Or I remember the Mr. Pibb days.
Mr. Pibb, baby.
The
Found
Mr.
some the other
Pibb
day.
days. Whew. Anyway. Yeah, my grandfather's like, can you get Pepsi Zero this time at the grocery store? I want to kind of try it out. Because he always gets Coke Zero. And I'm like, sure. He's like, last time I tried that test, it wasn't any different. And I'm like, okay. And he tried it. He goes, it's sweeter. I'm like, yeah, Pepsi's sweeter, man.
Always has. That's
it
the difference between
always has
Coke and
been
Pepsi.
sweeter. There's a clear difference.
So do you like Pepsi?
No.
No,
I'm a
see, I
Coke
don't
guy.
either.
That's
I
funny,
don't
I'm a
drink
Coke
sodas
guy.
anymore. Worst thing I drink are those Red Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
Those are bad.
Yeah. They got tasty ones now.
I know I had one with those little drink mix at the scooters.
Yeah.
It's like I was on speed.
But I mostly drink water.
Mm-hmm.
Lemon or without lemon? You remind me of a lemon guy.
No lemon. Why would you fancy me a lemon fella?
That shirt you got on.
Yeah.
With the lemon stain on it.
That's a flower stain.
Mustard.
That's what I get for liking flowers. My linen shirt's all stained up. Like,
Isn't it great, though, the flowers?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not being funny. I know it's going to be taken as this way.
Yeah.
But I love the softening of Joey.
Yeah, and those are
He's
fake.
in a new era.
I got some fake ones because I don't want to change them out every week.
No, I get that.
But
I get
these
that,
are
but
real. And they've lasted for like
beautiful.
a week and a half, almost 2
Now,
weeks.
I'm going to tell you a trick. You can go to Publix, 3 for $12.
Oh, yeah.
Make your own arrangement.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And they last forever. They're great. Like, I
Yeah.
love sunflowers. They're my favorite.
Me too.
You can get a whole bouquet of sunflowers, $12. And they'll last, I mean, mine normally lasts about 10, 14 days.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and if you keep it in climate control and
Yeah.
all that stuff, anyway.
It was Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, but in my house, it's polar.
Okay, I tried to get mine down to 72 yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't turn it on until late in the day when I got
It's
home.
still too hot.
When I got up this morning at 4 o'clock, it was still 74 and stuff.
Dadgum, Eddie
I'd be
Bader.
sweating. I'd be
Now,
sweating.
you do have a tall ceiling.
Yeah, and
for
that
a lot
holds
of
the
your
heat,
house.
yeah, big time.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
it's like on 68,
I'm gonna
69
start
in my
sleeping,
house.
I think
Amen,
downstairs
sister.
now. Yeah.
Amen. My grandfather keeps it on 76.
Oh, that will induce a nosebleed.
Yeah, well, he gets cold, and it's his side of the house, so he can do what he wants.
Yeah,
It's his house.
76. We
that's an
go
old
there a
person,
lot,
though.
but one of us will get up or now we spoiled. We get on our phone and look and see who's got it at 76. Well, I'll knock it down a little bit for a little while.
Yeah, at night I turn it down into the 60s.
Yeah, I want to sleep in the cold zone.
Yeah.
Man.
When I leave the house, I turn it up.
But I will tell you this as a secret. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to tell you.
That ring on your finger. That's so
He looks like a pimp.
I'm loving it.
I said the same thing.
I loved it.
Is it a mood ring?
It's an eyeball, but I think it is a mood ring in there too.
Okay.
Anyway,
So gross.
think about. We were talking earlier about sleeping with your mate. And that's one of the most intimate things you can do.
Yeah.
Share a bed.
Yeah.
When the house is too hot, they will sleep naked on top of the sheets. Just a tip.
Oh, mercy.
Just a tip for you, Joey. What? It's a marriage. It's perfectly acceptable.
How about this, Eddie Bader? Keep your tip to yourself.
I knew you were going to say that.
We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
This is Alice with Independent Glass. We advertise with Blue Water Broadcasting and we get great results. If you want results like we get, you need to go with Blue Water.
Blue Water Broadcasting is the #1 most listened to radio group in the River region. Find out how to put this reach to work for your business. Call us to find out how we can help. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is #1 in the #2 business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. The relentless August heat continues, unfortunately, and the rain chances are still pretty low, but not zero. Some towns will get lucky. Many towns won't. Lows at night remain in the mid to upper 70s, and the daytime high tomorrow, very close to 100, with heat indices 105 to 110, and not much change on Thursday either. The numbers start to get a little bit better by Friday and Saturday, and maybe slightly better rain chances by then. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
When the heat hits to the River region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
News and talk without the static. The River region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
We got some folks waiting on the phone lines. First, real quick, this part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health.
Oh, yeah.
Montgomery Men's Health, they're ready to help you fellas out. If you just don't feel like yourself anymore, and, you know, right now it is all the rage. People are realizing there's a low T problem around the country, that there's a lot of issues that men are suffering that they didn't used to generations ago. And so there's a lot of these online things and a lot of just
more than ever now
pop-up stores.
Yeah,
I don't trust them. You shouldn't trust them. You shouldn't. Instead, go with Montgomery Men's Health. They've been serving men, helping men feel better for 15 years here in the River region. Doing it a long time. So whether you have something like a ED, or it could be more generalized, like low T problems, and you're getting thicker around the middle, losing muscle mass, you have no energy through the day, you lack confidence, all throughout life. Well, get by there, get your numbers checked. It's really just $99 for a testosterone test. You can get your numbers in about an hour, and then they've got a whole menu, whole schedule of different types of treatments depending on where you are in life, how much you want to spend, where you can start to take care of that problem. And, of course, they're also in the peptide game now.
Yes, they are.
So whether you're looking to up your natural growth hormone, not by, doing it in a way that really works, or you're looking to get NAD+, which really helps with mental focus and stuff, they can help you out on the peptide game as well now at Montgomery Men's Health. Skip by there. Or you can just call them at 440-3663. That's 440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com to book your appointment today. That's Montgomery Men's Health for every man in every season of life. Let's go to Papa B.
Right. What up, Papa B?
Hey, what up, Daddy? We don't need to know everything. We don't need to know everything.
I'm just giving tips, man. Just giving tips.
We don't need to know
how to keep the marriage spicy.
TMI, too much information.
Keep your tip to yourself, Eddie.
I guess so. I guess so.
Mr. Bader.
Madeline.
Madeline left.
She left. She couldn't take it no more. That was it for her.
Well, I don't blame her. Can you blame her?
No.
She's a breath of fresh air, but
very much
all
so.
These people coming up and saying, "Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you." Well, she's a breath of fresh air, but you two people are disgusting.
I'm not disgusting. I was talking about flowers with Madeline. He started talking about naked people on top of the sheet.
I was giving advice for when it's hot, like it is now. We're in a heat advisory.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Edward.
I'm telling you, brother.
I guess.
I do have to have it like
a name is
polar
destiny,
bear weather.
Randy.
I got to have it polar bear type weather,
Oh, definitely.
And I just, snowballs, my air conditioner has to be throwing snowballs, dude. I got to have it.
Especially at night when I'm sleeping. I want to be in the covers, but I also want to be cold.
Exactly. No doubt about it. So, but anyway.
If you wanted to make that an Eddie Bader comment, you just add to it. I like to keep it polar bear weather so I get that extra cut. That's how you turn into an Eddie comment.
I got you. So anyway, Joe, you know how I just can't stand by on the sideline and not say something.
Yeah, I do.
And this is something that happens that you're not supposed to say anything about it.
Be careful.
How could you possibly say anything about it? You're not supposed to. It's like a provocative thing to happen, and you're just supposed to sit there and not say anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to let it go by. I've let it go by for 2 weeks now, and I'm going to go ahead and say my peace of mind on it, and that'll be the end of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not for anybody else. But, the movie that came out, Odysseus, whatever.
The Odyssey. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Odyssey, right. Why do you have to have a black woman in the movie? I mean, fine. Okay. But Helen of Troy, not a sub-Saharan, person. Yeah. I mean, that just doesn't make too much. This is Greek, this is Western civilization. But no, they got to put a black woman in there. I don't have to define if you got to do it, but there ain't no reason. There's only two reasons, and neither one of them are any good. One of them is because you want to be provocative, and the other reason is because you want to try to inoculate yourself from any criticism about, not being DEI enough.
Well, he might just be trying to win an Oscar, man.
Yep.
But have you seen the movie?
Nope. Not going to.
I'll say, having seen the movie, that casting choice was purposely meant to say demystify Helen.
Really?
Like, it's pretty explicit, and in fact, they make Helen, which is not in the myths, the twin of Clytemnestra, who kills Agamemnon when he gets back home. So they make them twins, and Helen has this awful scar on her face. And so and it's like saying, "Oh yeah, you used me as the excuse to go do your political crap, boys." And it's like a minute in the movie. So it's purposely kind of meant to be like, Helen of Troy, as the myth says, is not so in this world that we're telling. It's more a story about these a-holes that wanted to go and destroy Troy.
Well, I mean, I guess if you want to look at it that way, but I just, I don't look. And that's the thing, when something like that happens, it's like, you're not supposed to say anything about it. If you do say anything about it, then that means you're racist.
Yep. That's where they want to get you.
Mean I'm racist.
I think Helen literally sarcastically goes, "Yeah, the face that set off 1,000 ships. Launched 1,000 ships. It's like she sarcastically says that, like bitterly.
Oh, Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing that happened like with the movie, The Little Mermaid movie. Okay? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They could have found a Little Mermaid that was Caucasian, but no. They got to do something else. But whatever. I don't care. It's just that why do you have to be provocative? That's the problem. Do you just have to be a butthole about everything?
Checking all the
or
boxes,
can you at
man.
least, well,
to quote Ariel, I want to be where the people are.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, so, but those are things. I mean, those are things. I got two. There's only two reasons why they would do it, and neither one of them really good, and that's the way I feel about it.
Yep.
So there you go.
There you go.
But that's the possibility.
Well,
That's
you
the
know,
possibility original.
You always know you got a place you can say it. I got to run. I got other calls here.
All right, bye.
Thanks.
See you, brother.
See ya.
Let's go to Kilroy.
Kilroy.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you doing, bro?
All right. Real quick on Helen of Troy. It's not why I called, but I've never seen Helen of Troy is fictitious, and I've never seen a mermaid. I don't know what their skin color looks like. I haven't lost sleep over it.
I always go with like a manatee color.
Yeah, kind of a muted gray.
Yeah, like a whale.
Scaly, oily.
Most things in the sea have that kind of.
So, like hot.
I wouldn't go with hot. Never seen a hot manatee in my life.
Man, you have to be out on the open seas for a
For a
long
long
time.
time. Yeah.
And maybe they sleep over the covers too. Which, congratulations, Eddie. Usually, after we're married, we don't get it above the covers anymore. But good for you.
Not bragging.
No. Speaking of bragging, I actually did just call to brag because before that we were talking about how hot it is, and I just wanted to brag that I'm getting out of this 100-degree, 90% humidity weather in a couple days.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Kansas, where it's still 100 degrees, but it's only 20% humidity. So,
nice.
How about that?
I hear the barbecue there is really good. I always thought it was like a myth. So if you wouldn't mind, you're a connoisseur. Let me know what you think when you get there.
I am. You know, I work in barbecue.
Mhm.
I avoid it at all costs, but for you, I'll try to find some ribs.
I just wanted to see if there's some hype to it or if it's just Kansas City crap.
Yeah.
Would you dump me?
No. Kilroy, you still there?
I think we lost him.
Well, we got to hit a break.
All right. Let's break.
Be right back. Hopefully with Ray Bolt.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
The River Region's first and only News Talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Welcome back. Couldn't get Ray Bowles on the phone. Must mean he's busy.
He's laying some floor somewhere. Or laying on the floor somewhere.
One of the two. But if you're looking for a brand new floor, or maybe it could be a backsplash, or a
Backsplashes,
countertop.
yep. Or showers.
They can do it all. From
Yeah, they
new
can.
carpet to ceramic tile to traditional hardwood, luxury vinyl plank. They got all sorts
They
of
did. They put some luxury vinyl plank in my mom's house. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And she really, the guys that did the flooring, it's been about a year or so now, but the guys that did the flooring, she loved them so much, man. She was making them lunch, offered them, sent them a plate home with them. So there weren't just people off the street, random people. These are good folks that they let into their home, and they really cared about the work they did, and they went the extra mile for my mom, and I really appreciate that.
So, folks, just call them up at 285-8117. They'll come out, do a free in-home measurement, and you pick out the product you want to lay down, and they'll get it done. Just that simple. Again, that's 285-8117, and be sure to tell those fine folks over there at Prattville Carpet that Joey and Eddie, those souls on the radio, sent you. Good to have you back today.
Oh, it's good to be back, brother.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Real fun. We can do it
Try it
tomorrow.
again tomorrow.
Yeah,
Want to?
try it again tomorrow.
All right.
And we got somebody stopping by tomorrow?
Yes, at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, Jessie Lynn.
Beautiful. Oh, man, I saw her at the Point this weekend.
Yeah, I saw your video you posted. She can sing.
We got a couple of minutes. So, yeah, so we went up there. I was trying to sneak in because, you know, well, she... I didn't have a shirt on, Joey, and I was standing in the middle of my pontoon boat as we were trying to park, and I heard this lady from the stage go, "I know those folks out there. I know them," and she gave us a wave.
Oh, my.
And I thought, oh, boy, here we go. Because I didn't want to be shirtless and all that, but that's just
What
how
are
I
you,
roll.
like, self-conscious about your nipples or something?
No, not anymore, but, you know.
Or you once were?
Once were, yes. But then we went over there, we parked, we got to listen to her play. She came down, she visited with everybody that was there. It was just a wonderful time, Joey. It really was. She did a rendition of Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac that I found to be amazing.
Oh, wow. No, she's a true talent.
Oh, no doubt.
And she's, I like her.
I love her to death, man. She's
So
just
I'm looking
wonderful.
forward to her. We need more ladies stopping by.
Oh,
We had Madeline
1,000%.
stopped by today.
Yeah.
Jesselyn's stopping by tomorrow.
In fact, I had a guy who called me today, Joey, about real estate, but he did say, he mentioned you, and he said, I thought you guys were going to have more girls on the show. So
Yeah.
I was working on it.
I can ask some of the chicks at the church if they want to hang out on the radio,
Monday-
but I think
Monday and Friday.
Yeah. Be like, what's up?
Bring them on in, Joey.
Come on in.
I'd love to meet some of your girls from the church.
Oh, they're awesome.
I know they are. Yeah. They're your friends of yours. They're going to be good, man.
Yeah, all sorts of awesome people. Anyway, did we learn anything today?
I learned it's great having Madeline in the studios again.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
And I love, honestly, not beating up on you, I love the softer side of Joey with the flowers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The softer side
It's
of
the softer side of Joey.
No, I have noticed, like, you know, we say we need more ladies in here, but
Yeah.
we've had a few ladies in here the last few weeks. And,
Yep.
they're all like, what's with the flowers? I'm like, I just wanted one beautiful thing to look at in this dung heap. Oh.
Well, when they're in here, you say, well, now I have two beautiful.
No, you don't say that. Again, that's an Eddie Bader comment.
I bet someone that you found and I found to be captivating would have appreciated that comment.
No.
I'm just
No.
saying. Just saying.
Yeah, when you're in here, just us, no, that's not an appropriate thing to say, Eddie Bader. Not at all. Publicly is sort of a tongue-in-cheek joke.
Sure. But privately, you not
no,
such?
not a smart move. That's how
I'll
you
think
get,
on that one.
rightfully, justifiably, get your ass whooped. Anyway, y'all stay tuned. Happy Hour, Greg Butelli's next.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. 3 states are holding their primaries today, and one of them is Alaska. 2 Republicans with the same name are on the ballot there. Thousands of people without power on Monday after Tropical Storm Lala uprooted trees from downtown Honolulu to the Big Island. That's where intense flash flooding and strong winds isolated already remote communities. More than 100 homes have been blown off of their foundations. Cleanup is underway across parts of the lower 48, battered by days of deadly and destructive storms. 7 deaths in Indiana, 1 in West Virginia. Forecasters warn more severe weather is not out of the question for the rest of the week. Firefighters from several countries are now pitching in to help Belgium deal with a major wildfire.